Stories unfold in the softest sound. In the night watch, we're tightly bound. A cozy vibe whispers through the stream, like drifting slow inside a dream. Conversations linger late and free. The night watch is the place to be. Hang out here beneath the glow, where time moves gently, hearts all flow. Secrets shared in a soothing tone. The night watch feels like home. A laugh, a thought, a quiet tale. The night breathes slow, we set our sail. Through every chat and every laugh, we weave a stream, a timeless path. Stay while the stars are bright, each word a spark that paints the night. Connection deep, it soars and sings. In this space, the heart takes wings. Hang out here beneath the glow, where time moves gently, hearts all flow. Secrets shared in a soothing tone. The night watch feels like home. Hang out here beneath the glow, where time moves gently, hearts all flow. Secrets shared in a soothing tone. The night watch feels like home.
What's up, cockroaches?
Hey,
Welcome to the Night Watch. Hope you're having a better day than me. This weather is just, is so crazy and trying to get things done. I was just telling Mike, I was so tired last night. I fell asleep and we're into some crazy dreams. I think I'm talking to the wife and I'm at the dentist and I'm not. And she wanders in. I said, hey, did I tell you close the windows? It's supposed to storm. I didn't know where I was at. And then today we got just enough rain to make it really, really humid, even though it was supposed to be a decent day. And the rain and everything just shot down doing anything. And, it's just, I need a change of pace. So I said, you know what? We're going to have a change of pace starting about now. Is that right, Mike?
that's right. Rain has dried up, but the air hasn't. Oh my God, it's humid out there.
No, I seen somebody said something about the weather. Hello, tilting windmill, skeptic philosophy, stop the stupidity. There's Jess. How you doing, Jess? Good to see you. Yeah, stop the stupidity. Hope the weather is treating everyone well. No, it still sucks. They keep promising it's going to be better, and it's just not. But unless it's going to be 80 right through Christmas, just not
So
very happy with the weatherman. Let me put
I
it
think
that way.
you ought to give tilting windmill a raise. So I
know.
don't know how much they're paying them, but you need to pay them more. So thank you. Anyway. And
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Chris is here, and the mighty Filbert, and Ollie. Elbows up, Ollie. And Objective is in here. Good to see you. Yeah, the weather's terrible there too. And I keep hoping, and we've only had like a few nice days all summer. It's just been miserable.
We need to stick a little more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere to calm it down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, make it drowsy. I think the carbon dioxide makes you kind of drowsy. So, yeah, maybe that'll help.
I like the temperate weather. I mean, yeah, we'd get some hot days, and yeah, we'd get some cold days, but the rest of the days weren't so bad, right? And it's just been, last couple of years, the summer was all screwed up, and it was kind of cool out, which I didn't really complain about. But trying to get anything done outside this year is impossible. I mean, I was telling Scott the one day, you're out there for an hour and you're done. You barely get any weeding done or grass cutting or anything, and you're just done. It's like,
yeah, I think the whole outside thing is bullshit.
It is. People make jokes about I'll just sit in the AC, but I mean, don't you want to cut your grass and stuff? You just can't go outside. We got to do something. It's miserable. Anyway,
my lawn is 2 feet high now.
Yeah,
and I wonder if it's time to cut it. We're going to get a ticket from the city pretty quick.
My kid went out right before dark and did it the other day.
Yeah,
it's for the same reason. It's too dang hot.
Well, my neighbor found a hornet's nest in the lawn, and I don't want anything to do with that. So I ain't mowing it. We're going to hire somebody.
Oh, the wife found one of those beehives that digs the hole in the ground,
Yeah.
Oh, them things are mean too. They bit me before, and we had to take care of that. It was out there in her flowers. It's like, hey, we like bees, but you're not gonna be them ones that dig the holes. Like, those are mean.
Aggressive.
They are mean. Yeah, they are. I mean, we sit out, a lot of times, and bees never bother me. But those little yellow things, those are the ones that attacked me when I was raking one day.
I think those are yellow jackets, aren't they?
There's some that are small. Yeah, they're the
wasps.
Whatever the smaller ones are. We need Bree to tell us.
Yeah, and they're really, really aggressive.
Yeah, you stir up anything, you rake or weed whacker or anything that disturbs them, and man, they just go off.
I put one of them under the microscope, and it had a little tiny MAGA hat on, and I thought, oh my god, that's a really mean wasp right there.
They are. Yeah. So watch out for them little wasps that hang out down in the hole in the ground. Take care of those suckers. I'm all for summertime. I like having shorts on and everything, and I would just like to be outside for a little while. Went to the art protest, and 95 degrees, and I mean it's been like that all summer. Yeah, and we didn't really have any spring. It just dove right into the heat wave, and now you got the people out there dealing with this hurricane looks like it's just going to be some waves, but there's another one coming up behind it. So we'll have to see what happens there. Hey, Tori. Hey, Katie. Good to see you. Mud wasps, I think they are. They are mean little suckers, boy.
I don't know what you got planned tonight, but are you going to tell everybody about the Bible cards, the exciting new Bible card games that are coming out to compete with Magic the Gathering?
I didn't want to ruin your fun. You're the one that found them.
Yeah, but I'm not quite ready to put them up. Let's see. I guess I could get.
Hey, Ryan.
Figure out how to put it up. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, for the card players or whatever they are. And I was like, oh man. And then he told me how much a pack was, and I was, oh man.
Yeah, $100 for 40. That's a pretty good deal, actually. They're valuable. I mean, like the one on Goliath has a little message about how strength isn't always about power or something. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not sure what they're talking about. But anyway, we could. I don't know how much a 5-pack box. well, single pack. Okay, single pack box is $3.25. That's a hell. That's like those little. Oh my God, they're packaging it just like Magic cards. They have the same packaging as Magic cards. I ain't shitting you. I gotta show you this. Let me see if I can pop it up.
Oh no. Deconverted Man says I'm gonna become a flat earther. Now what are you sending me?
See if I can. Let's see if I can get this right. Get it right. Try to get it right. Apologetics Press. It's really exciting. I'm excited about this. I don't know about you, but I am. Let's see here. Okay, we gotta change the camera settings. Okay. And we got start visual. Okay, I think we're good.
Tori's been hanging out with us for 3 months. Thanks a lot, Tori. And you know why you hang out here, right?
Can you make me big?
Yep.
Okay. See how that's Magic card packaging, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they're using. And
you get a stick of gum in there?
I hope so. And then here's the different, 40-pack box, and you have a single pack. Ooh. And then a 5-pack box. Ooh, that's a big one. That only costs $13. And let's see if we can. Oh, I wonder if we can show some of them. There, we got. Who's that? Who the hell's King Josiah? It looks like a little boy. Who's that dude? I don't know anything about the Bible. Anyway, King Ahab. It has little fun facts. And if we marry the wrong person, it will cause problems. They have a little moral thing on the side of every card right here. That's very important. What if I get the Goliath one? I don't know. I got to go back. Let's see if I can find Goliath. Very exciting. And they have a little introduction video that tells you, and then it's about God's words. And then they say, we anticipate that some will create games that can be played with these cards. In other words, they didn't bother to actually go through the trouble of creating a Magic the Gathering game for their Bible cards. They want you to do it. They want you to pay them to buy their cards, and they want you to create the game. And then you'll be able to play different powers. Like I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, Discovery Bible Cards, view Bible card site. I don't know. I'm pumped about this stuff. I particularly, let's see, this guy here. Where's he at?
The Lord Megatron says they have proof that Harry Potter died and was resurrected, because in the book Harry Potter, it specifically says that Harry Potter died and came back to life.
Yeah.
Those are always amusing. That's
okay.
What's his face? Pastor, I don't like the guy, said to me today, read such and such a book about dead people coming back or whatever. And I was like, and then get back to me, because he's always cocky with me. I forget his name. But so I replied back, visit a morgue, get back to me.
So here's a little moral statement: is true greatness comes when we point others to Jesus. Well, John the Baptizer. Isn't he called John the Baptist? Anyway, I think he has I don't know how many powers he has or what he can. I don't know much about Magic the Gathering. I know my kids bankrupted me over it.
You need baptized.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sprinkle that water on you.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting stuff from Apologetics Press. Now, is that part of Answers in Genesis? I thought it was an AIG thing. I can't remember.
I wouldn't doubt it. If there's a way to make a buck.
Yep, they'll do it if there's a way to make a buck.
Answers.
Anyway, okay.
I've seen it before.
That's all we got here.
All right. Drop that back out, and then we're going to drop this up here. Stop the stupidity. Dropping some green. 5 captive desk memberships. Stop the stupidity.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to
Didn't work. What's going on? Try it again.
Loki.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the sky, to the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
All right.
Yep.
That was weird. I hit the thing and the screen just went black. So anyway, Wild World, Soot, Deconvert. Oh wait, that's Deconvert man in the chat. My fault. Cloudy Unicorn. They got them all mixed up. I think that was all of them, wasn't it? Why are they doing that? Okay. Very hard to read. Thank you very much. This one's not caught up yet. Okay. Hey, it's got about 15, 30 seconds, depending on the night difference. All right.
Uh-oh.
Come on, catch up.
Loki's rubbing his
caught up.
cheek on my microphone.
Stop the stupidity. You rock. And so do all the great members out there. Thank you very much. Bigfoot and his big toast. Yeah. That's pretty much what I told AI. I need a Bigfoot with some big toast. Okay, yeah, I saw the one video that you sent me. Deconverted man.
Yeah, I can't remember which one that was right now, but
The Lord told Tilting he better give up all his money to the church. That's right. Good advice always. Okay. All right. Anyways, so yeah, you know what we do here is we look at some of these short videos, and I want to bust through some of these shorties. Last week, I had kind of a long one, and it went kind of long and all that, and I ain't doing that again for a while. So I got to get my list down, and this
only pick the lowest hanging fruit on this channel is what we pick.
That's right. A lot of you have seen this guy before, a messenger of truth, and it's got an interesting take on this. It's a real quickie, so here we go. Wait a minute. Yeah. Go over to the other thingy. Bring this over here. All right, got the right. Okay, now we got this right screen.
He looks happy.
He looks, yeah, he was pretty happy. He's got the good question.
So what should we do with all those parts of the Bible where God seems to do pretty awful things like murder every baby in the world by drowning?
So the Bible never...
Yeah. That's a pretty awful thing.
Yeah.
His response is interesting.
teaches that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ murdered babies. He would never do such a thing. He should stop slandering our God and repent and believe the good news.
So what should we do with all those parts of the Bible where God seems to do pretty...
It's
What?
It's on replay?
Yeah. Jesus wouldn't do that, but God did. I thought they were the same Trinity sort of thing merged together. Yeah.
They're a Trinity. They're one. They're three in one. And Jesus was there since the beginning, right? So, you got to own the Old Testament. Sorry.
Yeah, in fact, creationists just recently started saying that Jesus is the one that created the universe, not God. Yeah. Jesus, it's the kid. The kid did it. It's like, okay, I can understand how things can get a little screwed up if you let your kid do it. But anyway.
What's up, Simos? Good to see you.
Simos.
And if he's going to separate Jesus, and Jesus has nothing to do with any of the divinity in the Bible, but you know what? He's not doing that because I know he's an apologist. So I have no idea what he's talking about. It's some kind of gotcha of Jesus would never do that. It's like, Yeah, it's your magic dude. So I thought that was a good one to start with because it was short and quick. And drop that one out of there. Okay. Let's see.
I think it's obvious that they were playing bad cop, good cop with us. You know, with God, and then Jesus, he's just soft. You know, it's just, and then God, he kills babies. Well,
Jesus wasn't always soft in the New Testament either.
So they're on the same team. But yeah, he tipped tables over. I heard about that, and I wasn't sure. I don't know what else he did. It's something going on with the prostitutes.
Another siren. Sorry, everybody. I got the windows open because it ain't worth having the air conditioning on really, as long as once it cooled off here. But yeah, right after it rained today, and then the sun comes out, and gives you that dose of humidity. That was brutal for 2-3 hours, maybe a little longer. Now it's real nice.
Still 79 here.
Somebody's calling the woo-woos out, ruining my quiet time. Otherwise, I can hear the crickets and everything. It's really nice. Let's see what else we got that's really short. Let's see. Even atheists have faith. Sounds good.
Does he make a point later on?
Even atheists.
No, that was it.
Oh, was it? Okay.
That was it. It's just like,
yes, I'm an atheist
Jesus
and I have
would never do that. So, yeah, even atheists have faith.
I do.
But faith in Jesus saves.
No, I don't know.
Saves you money.
Jesus saves at the First National.
Get a coupon?
Yeah.
Even atheists have faith. Well, they might not agree with that they might deny it and say they don't, but everybody has faith. But
I have
agree.
faith, and like I say, it depends on your definition of the word. I have faith in a lot of things. I often say I have faith this chair is going to hold me up.
I have faith in the sun coming up every day. A lot of faith in that. That just keeps happening over and over.
But only faith in Jesus Christ transports us from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of God.
Okay. Kingdom of darkness. Wow. Where's that?
Okay. I don't know. What about all the people that aren't Christians? That's always the question I have. It's like, you think you're just picking on atheists, but actually you're picking on most of those. So I heard just somebody earlier say atheists are only a small minority. And it's like, yeah, but not when you word it like this, where if you're not a Christian, if you're not a Christian, you're in the darkness. So that's just not atheists. That's everybody that doesn't believe as they do. Right? Now there's 2.5 billion Christians at a stretch. Out of 8 billion people. So they look at all the others as you're out of luck. And, to be fair, other religions do the same. They like to play, no, it's my heaven. No, it's my heaven. And, see who they can win the most to or scare most into, I guess, because, again, you have heaven. You're not selling heaven. What's wrong with you? I would be selling the jeebus out of whatever the word is. I don't want to say Jesus, but I would be selling the crap out of that. You got heaven. I mean, I couldn't think of a better thing to sell, right? You knock on someone's door, you say, I'd like to sell you heaven. What does it cost? Absolutely nothing. What a deal. You hardly ever hear about it. Chris says, I believe in human flourishing and responsible incremental progress. Sue me. Beam me up, Scotty. Hello, Gio. Good to see you. Yeah, the mighty Filbert is here. I saw that. How you doing, Filbert? So Simos was eating, and now Simos is here.
Simos is here?
He's trying to catch up. Let me drop this out. There's Simos.
Hello.
Hey, Simon.
Hello.
You missed my card comment. I have a card game that I've just made,
Oh,
and yeah, you're in it, Mike.
mm.
It's called Atheist, the cat herding.
How much does it sell for? Is it like
Oh, it's very cheap. Very
very
cheap.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
cheaper than the Christian one.
Yeah.
Al's been here for 2 months. I like seeing those numbers. People hanging out, getting memberships one way or another. That's awesome. Good to see you, Al. And Elemino P, good to see you.
Yeah, well, thank you. Big heart to you too.
Al saying hello to everybody. Yeah, so
She's saying hello to me there. Not everybody.
Saying,
I think that's to me.
Yeah, well, that's to you.
Thank you. My #1 fan.
So we were just told that atheists have faith, and we agreed because
I agree.
Mike has faith, I have faith. I said the chair's going to hold me up. I got plenty of faith that's going to hold me up. So I don't know if it means the same with the Jesus thing, because then it kind of turned into, well, it's not just atheists. You're picking on everybody that's not a Christian, right? And it's kind of a dark turn there. So not so fun. We'll have to see if we got more.
I don't have enough faith to not have enough faith.
Yeah, it's a toughie, really.
It is, yeah.
Somebody was asking about Turek one day, weren't they?
Turek.
I see a Turek in there. I'll do it right now, but where
we have a Turek. We have a Turek to critique.
241.
I don't know whether we're up to it, Dave. We've only been going a couple of years as atheists. So.
Yeah, I wanted to. Here he is.
He's too big a personality for me to sit in his lap and slap his face.
This is
slap his face without sitting in his lap.
This is the guy here.
When it comes to the subject of hell, one of the questions that a lot of folks ask about the idea of eternal punishment or eternal separation from God.
Yeah.
Folks usually ask the question, well, why does God have to punish people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they do.
Yeah.
That's the problem of evil right there.
Yeah.
Eternally for finite crimes. They're
crimes. He's got it.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Because it makes his Willie happy, maybe? Is that why?
No?
I don't know. He really thinks this God is all that in a bag of chips. But
well, he thinks that. I think he thinks that will be the best way to convert the most people to worship him.
yeah. Hey, Dane, how you doing?
Why doesn't he just create them as worshipers? I don't get it. I don't know.
No, or just give them enough conviction to just believe anyway.
Or show up.
Or
Show
decide to believe, because obviously we still want free choice, don't we?
Yeah. I'd like to see him in the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Are temporal human beings, and why does God have to punish finite creatures for finite crimes? Now the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question.
Good. I mean, he certainly stated the argument as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
Problem here, the issue here is in the question itself. We assume that.
Of
course.
See,
we're asking the wrong question there, you see, Mike?
Yeah, it doesn't mean what it says, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't actually say those awful things in there. It's just how you're reading it, It's our fault. We're not reading it right.
Yeah.
Because we are finite human beings, that are sins against God, and sin is lawlessness. It's transgressing what God says.
And that applies to just
No,
about
it's not.
everything, right?
No, it's
I
not.
mean,
Well, it can't be anyway, because the way around it is just to accept Jesus Christ.
and that
So
doesn't
it
get you
what's
out of it.
doesn't
You're
so
still
it
a
doesn't
sinner,
matter.
though.
Well, it doesn't matter if
Hey,
you break all the laws you like, you know.
yeah.
As long as you worship Jesus, that's fine. So it's not about not breaking the laws. It can't be about that. Otherwise, none of the Christians would go to heaven anyway, which is like
Right.
the total opposite of what God wants. Okay, so it can't be about that. So, yeah, good luck to you, mate.
What we need to understand is that even though human beings are finite creatures, human beings are made in the image of God, and the Bible teaches that they possess souls, that they are.
Right. Can
Okay,
you
the
beg the
soul.
question anymore?
Image of God.
Well, it says so in the Bible. It must be true.
Image of God, you know,
It's
created
invisible.
with souls.
Souls in the likeness.
Balls.
I still don't see how this is going to make it all right to blame people for breaking the laws.
Spiritual and yet physical beings made in the image of God. And what we need to be aware of is the fact that when we disobey God, who is an infinite being,
He is an
Okay.
infinite being.
Whatever that means.
It means
It's
he's
still
an
though, I
infinite
mean,
wanker.
well, if you have an ultimate
No.
being that makes a bunch of silly little playthings and you get mad at them, I mean, I think you got a problem, right? I mean,
Yeah, true. And also,
you know,
I mean, think about the biggest wanker you know. All right, and then God is a maximal wanker, right? So he's not
I
just,
think,
you know.
I think we just mentioned Turek a minute ago.
Well, there we go. So think of Turek on steroids, and then if you can conceive of that, he's more of a wanker than that.
I'm imagining an infinite asshole
Exactly.
who through flatulence creates a universe that like blasts.
And Eric Wander is a new member. Eric Wander, welcome. And, you know,
That is the eternal
we
question.
know
Sorry, man.
we know why you stopped by here and became a member, right?
Put up toast, toast is good.
Yeah.
Welcome, Eric. And hey, and then Eric bounces right back. Gifted 20 captive desk memberships.
Oh my god.
Whoa. I mean, thank you very much. You gotta hit up. Okay, you gotta hit the good one for that.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the skies, to the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Thank you very
Oh, what?
much. You rock. We got,
If it weren't for all these members, you could never afford these bands that do your music for you.
yeah, I know.
There you go.
It's not caught up yet.
Yeah. That last one was the Foo Fighters, I thought. Yeah. So it's like that age-old philosophical question about God, isn't it, Mike?
The asshole one.
The asshole one. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Can God make an arsehole so big it can't be fucked?
Well, they're not showing up on my channel. Sorry. I don't know if YouTube's a little slow or what, but thank you very much for the memberships, and everybody enjoy the memberships, enjoy the emojis, enjoy members only streams, and enjoy seeing videos when I put them out before anybody else does.
No, and just to GeoSams, I wasn't using that definition of the word, GeoSam. I was using the British definition of the word, which basically Mike translated to arsehole. Same difference. We use
Infinite asshole. Infinite.
we use the W
Hey,
word.
John.
Could be the A word.
I saw John poke in. Sorry, I missed your name there. I saw you again. Hey, John, how you doing? And Objective is dropping AIA on toast.
Oh, that's a good kind of toast. Best toast.
That's the best toast, right?
The best toast.
Yeah. I love his thing because look, he's walking on water. He's just as good as Jesus. Look at him.
Thank you very much, Eric. Yeah, we do have memberships now, so I guess I'm kind of legit.
Yeah.
Sort of, a little bit.
You are the content creator. Dun, dun, dun.
Did you have to send?
What's that?
Did you have to send YouTube a mail and request that they make you a channel that can get memberships?
I didn't do anything. As far as you can. But as far as I know, if you meet the numbers, then YouTube just contacts you and says, "Hey, you've got the numbers. Do you want to be an affiliate?" And you go, "Okay."
They never did.
And then they say, "Yeah, such that you have to pay your taxes, and it goes through an account, and all that kind of stuff, and you and set the things up, and then you're just an affiliate. But you got to be at 1,000 to be to have ads and actually get money from YouTube and all that stuff. Not that I do that for that or anything. I tell people all the time, I like my folks. People stop by here, people watch my videos. I just saw somebody was going through and watching a bunch of my old videos. I think that's really cool. So appreciate it very much. But if you want to kick in to help the channel, I do stuff for folks. I give back. I do giveaways. We have other things going on. So I'd be happy to do more of that stuff. Kick back to everybody.
Okay,
but
so
Mike and Simos and I, we're old. We're just kicking back and having a good time, hanging out with everybody, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to sell my card game, to be fair.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Make a little where you can.
Atheists, the cat herding. So this guy says he's going to explain to us why eternal hell is the right punishment that God thinks should give out for finite crimes that humans commit.
When we break God's law, which is an infinite law, we need to understand that our sins against God are infinite crimes because they're committed against an infinite God, an infinite court.
Well, there you go. Every time you pick your nose, you're...
I'm not following this.
You're doomed.
No, this is
doomed.
Christian mathematics, Mike. So you probably wouldn't understand it. 1 plus 1 equals 1, obviously. And infinity is
there you go.
Equal to any number of crimes.
Man.
An infinite sin.
We got lots of sirens tonight. Stop it, whatever you're doing.
Infinity.
Skeptic says old farts selling cards. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the name of the company.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a good idea, really. Because, there was
They're selling Bible cards. You might as well.
Someone used to do Atheist of the Month way back in the day. Can't remember who it was now. If anybody remembers who that was, let me know.
I was Atheist of the Month.
What? How long ago? By whom? By whom? This
Rebecca.
Oh, right. No, it doesn't count if it's a Christian, Dave. Come on. Honestly.
Now, Mike and I were just talking about her earlier, that she's back at it with getting her evolution groove on.
Yeah.
She wants people to not believe on the evolution.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
There's so many
committed
of them.
Against the infinite being that is
I got a bunch of them saved here.
As the one God who is Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Now see, one God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
And
Yeah.
Holy Spirit. Yeah, yeah.
Okay? So
sense.
did Jesus drown all them babies?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds like it to me.
Interesting. Interesting.
Guilty.
And
Guilty
so
by
we need to understand
association.
the reason why
Yep.
the punishment
Jesus-
in hell is
Sorry,
eternal
could
is
I-
because
Did Jesus impregnate his mother?
Getting tricky. We're getting real tricky.
Yeah.
Just asking for a friend.
Yep.
Yeah. She was informed that something was going to happen. And
Yeah.
not really sure how it happened, but
because those sins are not finite sins you commit against a earthly court or an earthly justice system. They are crimes against an infinite justice system. That is to say,
Okay.
that our sins have infinite ramifications.
Oh.
all those stupid little things
Why?
that you've ever done are, and it doesn't matter what. You can one little one or lots of big ones, doesn't matter. You're doomed. Okay, I think that's what we're setting up. The only way to get out of it is how. How could you possibly get out of this? Are you going to tell us, Tony? I bet he is. I bet
He
I know
does.
the answer.
Look, if there's an infinite punishment for breaking the law, right?
Yeah.
Then as soon as you break the law, you have an infinite punishment. I mean, otherwise,
Yeah.
what's God saying? Otherwise, there isn't an infinite punishment for breaking the law.
Hold on. We're gonna do a poll on this. Here we go.
Oh yes, yeah.
Is the answer Jesus? Oops, hold on. Knock my thing out. Is the answer Jesus? Yes or no? Here we go. We'll
Yeah,
let
could
this
you
run
include
for a
a third?
second.
Could you put? Oh no, too late.
All right, did it.
I had a
We can
third
do another
category.
one.
I had a third category. That's
Oh,
all.
okay.
That's okay.
I just thought I'd play around with it for a minute.
That's fine. That's fine.
So-
I'll answer it. I'm going to say no. The answer is not Jesus because that'd be churlish. That'd be churlish to say that, Dave.
I don't know. Yeah, let's see.
Can't be that straightforward, surely. I mean,
Is the
you know,
answer Jesus? It's 70%. We got 10 people in. How many votes do we need?
I don't. We only need one vote, Dave, and that's well. I say one. It's equal to infinity. So count that as you like. Could be anywhere between 1 and infinity.
One
But,
infinity?
yeah.
Okay.
But it's basically one vote that it has an infinite meaning.
Oh, the numbers are shifting a little bit here.
I hope so.
We got 12 votes. Come on, folks. Let's drop a couple more votes in there and we'll call it. While we wait for the siren. What are people doing?
I don't know. People are voting no. Everybody's on the same trip as me. It's churlish to say he
It
surely
is.
wouldn't say Jesus.
Yeah.
Somebody's infinitely sinning out there. I hear the sirens.
Yeah, they're coming to take them away. Ha ha, ho ho, hee hee.
Ooh.
All right, we got.
To the ne-
I think we can call it 75 say no, the answer is not Jesus. And 25 say yes, the answer is Jesus. We'll drop that out. Thanks, folks. So we'll see. We got our wagers set up now, Tony. I gotta pop back over here. Okay, here we go. What's the answer, Tony? What is the answer? I know you don't like me because we go back and forth in the comments.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, he don't like me.
Because they're committed not against a temporary or temporal judge, finite judge, but an infinite judge who is absolutely holy.
He's
And this-
an arsehole. As I said, not
Absolutely.
just any arsehole, but he's a maximal arsehole.
Absolutely.
This is why it took the death of God the Son, the second person of the Trinity. This is why God sent his Son into the world to live the life that you cannot live, to keep the law perfectly for you.
Now see, there's a big problem there. they only wrote about a couple of years of Jesus's life, right?
Yeah.
Suspiciously, there's not much else in there. So maybe Jesus was bloody awful.
Well, by
Juvenile
the other,
delinquent.
And then he saw the light one day and was a great guy, which is, hey, people change, good for you. But it
Wait a
seems
minute.
suspicious that, and I brought it up the other day, the Magi knew a king was born, right? And then they left.
When Jesus was a minor, those records are sealed, so nobody can look at those. Right?
I didn't think of that. See,
Well,
there's always a catch, isn't there?
there is a gospel called the infancy gospel.
Uh-huh.
And in that, he pushed a kid off a roof and killed him.
Yep. And a bird or something, too.
So he committed,
He was kind of a punk, wasn't he?
Yeah, but those records are sealed. You're not supposed to talk about them.
Yeah. But they were leaked. They put it on that, what's that app that the government keeps using? They got leaked out.
Because as the God-man, Jesus Christ can make infinite payment.
Yeah.
He could make infinite reparations to the justice of God. And this is why...
Then why didn't he?
Yeah. Then why are we all still fucked 2,000 years later?
Yeah, and bringing in all the other religions. They're all screwed too, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's out of luck.
Yeah. In fact, there's probably one guy somewhere in the Midwest that got it, right enough.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
But apart from that guy, everybody else.
So again, what was the penalty, or what was the? It's not the penalty. It's the atonement. What was the atonement for the death of Jesus then? I mean, wasn't it to take care of sin? So it's like, okay. I mean, if you have yourself flogged, crucified, and crown of thorns, and I think they were doing all kind of other things as he was strolling through the city, and depending on how the story goes, it's pretty awful. Okay,
Yeah.
You put yourself through all of that because it's the only way to forgive your creation of how it acts. And even after you do that, it doesn't change anything. Oh, hello. Scared the crap out of me.
The thing is, right?
My heart's still working. Thank you very much, whoever lighting off a firework.
And the thing is, right? The Christians, they came up with all of this myth and lore to explain, what happened basically at Calvary. But if they just accepted that he was just a massive, infinite masochist, and in fact, what happens in Calvary stays in Calvary, and he was just having a good time that weekend, none of this would have been a problem.
Mighty Filbert, I believe, teenager, he was touring Europe with Joseph of Arimathea.
Doing tricks, basically, wasn't he?
Well, there's a lot of ideas, that Jesus went abroad and all these things. And that's why you didn't hear from him for a long time. Or, you just wanted to change your whole thing like Paul did or something, have a conversion and everything's okay for what you did. It's good. Vesta.
Hey, Vesta.
How you doing, Vesta? And I'm just looking back up. I only got a small window on here, so I wanted to see. Word is the word. That's right. Don't make me do it.
I think he was just a masochist, and he was looking to have a good time that weekend.
Well, bottom line is,
One big blowout.
Didn't Dave Murphy have the shirt that said "F around and find out"? Right? I mean, I can respect the people that stand up, and gave their all for their, earns a lot of respect, right? But it takes a lot to stand up to somebody and give your all for a cause, and knowingly that it's bad enough when it's not known. But when you know, like if you're going to walk right up to the Chinese emperor or whatever his name is, Xingpi or whatever, and you're going to, mouth off to him, guess what's going to happen? You know what I mean? And there's certain places where you just can't mouth off to people. And so Jesus kind of knew full well that if he mouthed off to anybody or started a movement, any of that garbage, Rome isn't going to tolerate it. So, and that's why they crucified a lot of these Jews, because they didn't like their gatherings and stuff. It was okay if you were like, nonchalant about stuff, but nobody in charge likes groups of people getting together. It doesn't matter who you are. And then supposedly he's calling himself king. I mean, you start calling yourself king when there's an emperor, you're going to have a conflict there. Just maybe.
Damn right. Damn right. Besides, the Romans only crucified people to save on street lighting.
It took the Son of God to pay the debt you could not pay, and to save us from our sins.
But if we can't pay it, why are we being expected to pay it? If we can't pay it, then what the fuck did God do creating us to pay it? Talk about short-sighted. This is as bad as, I don't know, the US tax system. If we can't pay it, then why expect people to pay it?
All of this to justify roasting billions of people in hell infinitely. I mean, come on. You know why
if you want to Dave Murphy, fuck around and find out, sure.
Yeah, we know about torture, sex killers. We understand them.
We do.
And our orange thing has said himself, he prefers swift justice. Street justice, right then and there. Like put somebody right then and there up on a stick. Forget the innocent until proven guilty. Forget in some countries it's not that, but here it is. Forget the court system. Forget all the all that going through and making sure as you can before you imprison or worse somebody. And no, just some swift. Put them up on a stick. And problem solved right down there.
Burn her. She's a witch. Burn her.
Oh, yeah. Witches. Gave them something to do, I guess.
There's a wonderful video somebody came out with the other day where in Washington, D.C., where Homeland Security and the National Guard and whoever in the hell else, like this group of like 6 or 7 people in uniforms came up to this guy on a step. He's sitting on a step smoking a joint. And they were like, Inquisition. And then he said, did somebody call you? He asked them over and over again. And he said, no. We're just trying to keep crime down. And they were like it was just the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen, because it's legal to smoke pot in, DC. So they had nothing there. And it was just funny as shit. They're just wandering around the street asking people what they're doing.
What the I saw one today. It was just blatant. You know what? The cop comes in the diner.
Yeah.
And he says, "Hey, I see you sitting there drinking a cup of coffee. What do you think you're doing?" And all he had to do was stick BOY on the end of that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he was like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, and then he starts talking about he knows the owner, and you don't look right being around here.
Oh my God. Oh.
And the whole time he's going, "Oh, you know the owner, huh?" He's the owner. He's the owner. He's talking to the owner of the diner, having a cup of coffee. And because he wasn't the right color, you don't look right being around here. And all you have to do is stick that extra word on the end of there. And it's like, are you serious? In the 21st century, you don't think somebody that isn't like you can own a business? Seriously? We have gone, well, I don't know if we went backwards or if the backwards just surfaced.
I think the backwards just came to the
It
surface.
just surfaced. It's
They
like,
come bubbling up.
yeah, he had handcuffs in his hand, and he's ready to handcuff the guy that owns the place in his own place. And I just can't. You just can't imagine that kind of stuff happening, but it does. But you know what? Tony says you're going to be forgiven.
Was an infinite person in the person of Christ, God the Son incarnate, who paid for those infinite crimes against you. And therefore, this is why you need to turn from your sins, turn to Jesus Christ, believe in him, believe that he was God's Son, raised from the dead, and then you'll be forgiven of those.
Oh, then you're forgiven.
That's it.
Now, wait a minute. I thought it was an infinite crime.
Yeah. That's what he said it was, Dave. He did say if you commit a crime, it's an infinite crime because it's a crime against an infinite being.
But it's
Break his
not.
laws. Well, obviously, you know, it might be an infinite crime, but we've all done that. I mean, you know.
Well, I knew the answer was going to be Jesus.
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm shocked. I thought the answer was going to be something more like, you know, because an ever-loving, merciful God wants you to wants you to suffer.
He wants you to
That's
believe
what I
in him.
thought the answer was going to be.
Yeah, you got to believe.
I'm wrong.
Well, and it's all very petty, the whole thing, right? You know, I've got to send a sacrifice for the way people act, the way that I made them, because it makes me mad that my little, you know, I'll get playthings, right? You're comparing us to God, right? Us to God, it's like, you know, we're just little playthings, right? And then, oh, they don't act quite right, so now I'm really mad.
Yeah.
So now I got to think up this sadistic scenario to put in a book so that everybody can be all better, but not really. And it really didn't do anything. It only does something if you are among the, and again, there are few or many are called, few are chosen, right? Among the few that actually get into heaven. Right. That's for you. Everybody else, you're out of luck. And that includes a lot of Christians, because this whole, believe in Jesus and you're saved thing, not really. There are stipulations that go with that. And I don't think that somebody said earlier, you might be surprised who's in heaven. And it's like, no, I think you might be surprised who's in heaven.
Yeah. Also,
right? It just seems so weak that, you know, you can be terrible and still go to heaven in front of somebody else that's been a good person all their life and gave their all. And you got to be kidding me. That's not just or infinite wisdom or any of the stuff they use to describe God. Go ahead, Simon.
well, I'm just going to say, like, you know, the whole thing, it seems a little bizarre because, like, you know, when I was a kid, I used to get a magnifying glass and burn ants.
You were one of those.
This is good entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I stopped doing that, you know, when I was past 8. And effectively, that's what God's doing. He's basically just getting a magnifying glass and burning human beings because they mean so little.
Yep.
But infinitely, because he's an infinite being. And when he burns something, it's for infinity. Hey,
it's going to burn good. Real good.
Hey, Dave, I got to bail. I got to go.
What are you going to bail? I didn't know you grew that much.
Oh, yeah. I got to bail it. It's time to bail.
You got to bail. What have you done wrong? Have you committed a crime that you need bail for?
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no, I got to get right with my sleep schedule here and getting a little drowsy. So anyway, I'm going to go eat something and watch TV for 4 hours and sleep for a half an hour. And cats are going to wake me up. Last night I worked all night and slept all day. And I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, thanks for having me. I got to.
All right, Mike. I'll see you later.
Okay, Saturday, Mike. Take care, mate.
Bye.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was saying about last night. I was so tired, but yet when you lay down and then you're just dreaming and all kind of crazy stuff and waking up all silly and oh man, where am I at type thing, you know? And it's like, you can't win. You know, you get, you do stuff and you're like, man, I'm sure tired. And then you lay down and it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. And you get then you're back up. And it's like, can't win for lose. It really, man.
I love it. I love that. That reminds me of when I was young enough to do drugs. There you go. I can't stay on that much longer. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here, Dave.
Yeah, I know.
But, I'm sorry. What makes left? I thought I'll just go in for a little bit, crack a couple of jokes, and then leave. But, anyway, I'll stay a little while anyway.
I told you that, hey, if you're up, because again, sometimes folks are just up. So if you want to, if you wanted to stop in, I sent you the link. But I don't have any problems, especially with the late nighters, because this is already late night here, so it's even later for everybody else.
Yeah, I've been gaming hard, so I'm still up because I'm.
Yeah, I worked hard yesterday. I cut a whole bunch of lumber and put some paint on it and everything, and plus I did other stuff. And I'm trying to get everything all ready and prepped and painted and anything that I can do. Ripping some of the stuff off, pulled the old crappy gutters off. Everything I can possibly do, so that we can just boom, tackle the roof all at once, and have everything there and ready, and just, nail it up, type. So, but the weather's not been cooperating. So I've been thinking here I'm going to get an order in sometime this week. So, depending on the order, get it around the end of the month, hopefully, because. Yeah, it's just been miserable. Just trying to do a simple little thing out there, and sweats in your eyes and everything. It's 95 degrees. The weatherman says it's going to be 75. No, it's not 75. It's 85, and the humidity's through the roof. I'm just so everybody that lives somewhere a little more nicer, you got it made. Let me tell you, because the heat's been brutal here. Isn't that right, Dave?
That's right, Dave.
Well, let me get rid of Tony. I only brought him up because that's the one I was talking about earlier. He was making comments about, you need to read this book, and I said, and you need to go to a morgue. Let's see. I wanted to look at some shorty shorts. Here we go. 16 seconds. I like it. Guess what the atheist said now?
Almost anything.
People who don't believe in God say, what's the use? There's no hope anyways. I might as well sin and enjoy while I'm here. Who cares about the afterlife?
That's not what atheists say. It's nothing even close to what atheists say.
No. First of all, we just covered the whole sin thing, right? You can pretty much sin all you want as long as you ask for forgiveness for it eventually. And so it doesn't do away with it. And got like a daily pastor thing that goes up where they're busting these guys with, and women too, I guess. I don't want to go that way, but busting all these people that are religious for doing terrible things to, folks. And then the rest of it, the afterlife, I go with, I think Dillahunty said it. Hey, if, I die and I wake up and I can play cards with my grandma, that would be great. So, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and I can know the card game he'd be choosing to play. It'd be Atheist, the cat herding.
Best game out there.
He's one of the cards. He's one of the top cards. He is.
Yeah, Ohio's just been lousy this year, and it's not just me whining. We noticed. My wife noticed with her flowers, and I noticed in the garden, the stuff isn't nice and bushy and healthy. You know what I mean? It's kind of restricting itself because of the heat and everything, right? So I should have like bowls full of peppers and tomatoes and everything and stuff, and they're just not. They're putting out minimal. So the heat, it's the heat. I mean, and the plants even know it. And I even noticed my maple tree has been dripping an awful lot, and I never really had a problem before. I got spots all over my grill and everything, and I think that's the heat too. You know, it's giving off some of its sticky for the heat or whatever it's doing. Yeah, and I'm out there, and on top of everything else, I feel the drip on my head, and I'm like, what? And it's the trees are dripping. So it's not a joke, folks. Not a joke. Heat sucks. John's 103. Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. You got that dry heat, though, don't you?
He said no. He said Gulf humidity.
Oh, Gulf humidity? Oh. Yeah.
Not golf as in swinging a club, but golf as in...
yeah, I understand some hot days.
Gulf,
you kick back.
The Gulf of America. That kind of Gulf humidity.
America. Yeah, you kick back with the lemonade, right, and sit on the porch, and yeah, it's one of those hot days, right? But man, when they drag on and on and on, it's so hard to get stuff done. I wonder if Granny will still want to play Ouija after I die. Yeah, I mean, some of these things are silly. Who wouldn't want to, wake up in the afterlife and whatever it is? You see your puppy, your mother, your kids, your whatever, right? I get to see my brother again. I get to see my mother again. Sure, that'd be great. Who's saying that wouldn't be great? So no, we don't say any of those things. Terribly misguided, and usually it's like I say, not saying anything about this guy. I don't know him, but there's a lot of times a lot of projection going on with, why are you so awful? And it's like, I'm not awful. What do you got such a guilty conscience about?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry, you're gone.
And the guy saying it's an ultimate sin. I just think, yeah, good point, Dave. What's he done? What's he done to feel like he's committed such an ultimate sin? Oh, my word.
Why I'm not an atheist. 40 seconds. I like it.
Yeah.
Here's one reason why I'm not an atheist. If you believe all that exists is just physical matter, then...
Well, that's kind of testable. So, as far as we know, I'm always open to something else, but you have to demonstrate something, like
yeah, it's so
fly around or something.
Yeah, well, it's so badly worded. All that exists is, physical matter. Well, I mean, what is the definition of that? Do we even know what all physical matter is? We don't. Do we think that energy is matter? We don't. It's just badly worded, as always.
You can't be an atheist because you might think of natural things. Where's my...
well, no, incredulity. This is going to be an argument from incredulity.
I gotta bring this over a little bit. The button is blocked.
Oh, I can see it on the
You
screen.
have a big problem. You see, your thoughts would just be chemical reactions in your brain.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, what they are.
But chemical reactions don't care about truth. They just...
No, it's how they're connected.
Mine do.
Yeah.
Mine care very much about logical truth. Right? So...
just happen. That means that your belief in rationality, in logic, in science, even in atheism itself would be complete.
Hey, that's Taco, ain't it?
It's the fedora that he's taking the piss out. No, look, I don't have my neurons care about truth, because I think you'll find if you were to open up my brain and look at it, you wouldn't find any two neurons in exactly the same place. That's logically impossible, and that's
it's a social thing too. Right?
All of my neurons are logically possible. So
it's a social thing too. philosophy and all that all originated from people just kind of talking about things, right? But that's all emergent. Mike don't like that word, but sure, you start talking about things, then you start having, well, yeah, obviously A cannot be B, and you start making these laws and these rules and these fallacies, and you get the lists all going. And it all just arose from talking about things. But I don't see the great mystery there unless you're taking the big leap of no evolution and you didn't have people ever walking around that were just grunting, right?
Yeah.
And then they said one day, hey, I like rocks, you know?
Yeah. And the other went, I like sticks.
Yeah. Then you
There
had
you
one
go.
way in the back there just yelling at the top of their lungs.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
What we're going to do with that guy?
Dave, that was smooth. Anyway, and the guy in the back going, we love toast, went, you better fucking like toast, otherwise the god of toast is going to get you. And the guy with the sticks said, well, my god of sticks thinks you're god of stones. Better not like toast.
And how dare you put something else on your toast?
Honestly.
All right, so black hat, big guy, okay.
Would be completely self-refuting. If your mind is just atoms bumping around, then why trust what it tells you about the...
They're made of atoms.
What else am I going to trust?
Well, this is the molecules in motion thing Turk uses. I threw his name in there too. We're just molecules in motion? And it's like, yeah.
Look,
You're made of molecules and you have motion. See? Motion. There we go.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean anything.
How can you trust, reading the Bible if you're just molecules in motion?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, what else are you going to do? I can't trust God if it's something else, right? Because how do you prove it's something else? You don't. Other than it's circular, isn't it? It's fucking circular logic. It's crazy.
And it's certainly not toast, right, Chad?
Is the answer.
Yeah, I like all the toast comments.
And
crazy. John loves lamp. Is that lamp? Yeah,
okay.
That's lamp.
Yeah, it's lamp.
Lamp is good.
Yeah, heretic. Fucking heretic. Lamps.
the universe. But if you haven't caught on, you do trust science and reason and logic to get you to the truth. That means there is a reality beyond the physical world. Does that...
No.
That doesn't follow. That doesn't follow.
All those things we can use in this world, again, like Simos and I said, two people started up a conversation a long time ago about a rock or whatever, mammoth or whatever they were worried about at that moment. That first discussion formed, and then it's blossomed since then over time. And now we have the incredible capabilities of all these thoughts going on. And these things are also demonstrable. Mike was just talking about they're starting to image thoughts, so you can take a picture of what you're thinking. And we've also, for years, decades now, we've had, the different, was it EEGs or something like that? EEG, yeah, EEGs, the electrodes on your heads. We've got the MRI scans. We've got there's some other imaging thing too. All kind of ways to see inside and measure and have people doing things and see what the readings are. And it all seems to be in the brain.
And all seems to be logical.
I mean, there's a God, and if so, which one? Subscribe to find out.
Okay. He is very friendly.
That's a bit creepy, actually. That's a little bit creepy right there. There's a God. Subscribe to find out which one. Oh, that is so desperate.
And I moved my thing. Darn it. I hate when I move my thing.
Done it.
I know.
I had
I'm
one
moving
lined
the
up
thing.
already. Oh, there's a John Lennon
Oh, here it
there,
is.
actually.
Here it is. Oh, yeah, I got all kind of good ones. There's Lennox in there.
That's all
Oh,
one,
and this
yeah.
guy, too.
Yeah,
John,
John
oh,
Lennon.
yeah, John Lennon.
Who
Oh,
made God?
oh, on Arrow. Oh, this guy, too. Oh, we've had a few comments back and forth. Ever since he's been on our radar ever since he had Major Coleman on. And, oh yeah, I left a comment on this. An atheist doesn't believe in God because you have failed to provide good evidence for God. Yep. See, sometimes I leave a comment.
Okay.
A lot of times I leave a comment. Yeah, let's see what Errol, whatever his name is. I can't see the tiny type.
You've got to watch this video. Atheist Richard Dawkins takes on Christian John Lennox over the question, who made God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're missing an A. Anal, this guy. Oh.
To be fair, he does look like an anal.
He's just short of L.A. Marzulli and Sid Roth and, those kind of things. He's got the people on that just say all kinds of wild things. And he goes, oh, yeah. And the audience sits there and goes, oh, yeah. Ooh. And it's just, they're really hard to watch.
Before you start, I just want to say something. Bit of context for this particular bit, which he's not going to play, is in their discussion. All right. Dawkins said, why couldn't it just be that the universe caused itself? And like Lennox says, well, that's impossible. How can the universe create itself? Then Dawkins says, well, you believe God did it, right? And he goes, yeah, and as well, who made God? Right? Like as a parody argument, right? So look, I'm not saying that I think someone had to make God. No, that's not the argument at all, that this guy's going to straw man. That's just an argument ad absurdum to say, look, if I say the universe did it, that's equivalent to you, and it's eternal, then that's equivalent to you saying that God did it and he's eternal, right? Except there's one less assumption. So parsimony.
The thing is, though,
over.
Anal's got 95,000 subscribers.
Anal. I'm not surprised. Everybody loves anal. Well,
check this out.
I want to address the who designed the designer question, because it's the old schoolboy question, who created God. I'm actually very surprised to find it as a central argument in.
It's not a central argument, John. You're straw manning.
But it's a good question. If everything has to be created, then what created God? Well, there's an exception. Oh, wait a minute. Does everything need to be created or not? It's a good question. It's been answered a lot, but it's a good question. And yeah, a schoolboy. Well, hey, I want a schoolboy, if he's referencing a young person, to ask those kind of questions. That's a good question. You'll get a bunch of answers. People wrote books on it and everything.
In your book, because it assumes that God is created.
Yeah. Assumes that God is created. No, God's not created, but everything else is created. Well, then that's an exception to the rule, John.
And I'm not surprised, therefore.
Yeah, special pleading. Special pleading is the
special pleading.
Yeah.
That you call the book the God Delusion, because created gods are by definition a delusion.
Oh, see, you notice that jab too?
Special pleading again.
Yeah, if you make up a god, those are false. You believe in all those false gods. Yeah, those thousands upon thousands of gods out there, those are all false. Only mine is.
Yeah.
The irony is lost, isn't it? I mean, humble yourself a little bit and say, well, see, that's what I did. I realized that I was being harsh on people when I was younger, because, when I was younger, right? And that I came to the realization people believe in a lot of things. So you have to address people, at their belief, and coming right at it and saying, well, hey, everything you believe is false because you just made it up.
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh, John. I don't think I would do that. Now, if you got, like anal here and got kind of cocky with me, I might respond something like that. But I wouldn't sit right out and say, "Well, everything you believe is false." So there, haha. Mm-hmm. Good for you, John.
He's one of the worst, by the way.
Oh,
he's one of the worst apologists. He really is.
I don't know what people see in him. He is a good speaker because he has a lot of anecdotes. And I call him an endless windbag of anecdotes because that's all he has. He just says, "Oh, the late great, Bob or Tom or whoever said this and that," and then he goes to another one. And I had a teacher once, and I was sitting in the kitchen with my wife one day. He just goes from one to the next, and it doesn't really say anything. It doesn't.
Yeah. He never actually has an argument at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But look, he has a PhD, I guess, in maths or a master's. He's a teacher. He's a professor at Cambridge, I guess. So that's why they like him, because he's got qualifications, even though it's absolutely nothing to do with apologetics, theology, or philosophy, which is why he's so fucking bad at logic.
Yeah, he's just the lovable grandpa, and you just bring him along. Oh, there's lovable. You kind of like the guy, but when you listen to him, he doesn't make absolutely any sense. And then I start to dislike him because he gets smug about it. So.
Now, I know, and I ought to explain, that Richard doesn't like people who say to him that they don't believe in the God he doesn't believe in.
Well, yeah.
They say to Richard that they don't believe in that God. Yeah, because that God I think you're talking about is the Abrahamic God, which seems to be pretty awful. They don't believe in that one, right?
No. Well, John's trying to be clever here by saying whatever God you conceive of, Dawkins, I don't believe in it, because you're obviously, can't conceive of the God in the correct way.
Oh yeah.
That's what he's basically
John's got it all figured out, right?
Yeah. But you're an atheist. You can't conceive it. You can't conceive it.
I'm not thinking right. I'm not reading right. I'm doing it all wrong.
That this is possibly touching a sore spot, but in order to weigh that argument, I need
a sore spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of sore spot, is that on the wrist, maybe?
Yeah.
to know what you mean by God. And if you say, if there is a God, you have to ask who created God, that means that you're reduced to thinking about created gods. Well, none of us believe in created gods.
No, a lot of people believe in lots of different gods. And over in India there, they've created all kind of gods. They got all kind of statues all over the place. We were just talking about it one day. That a lot of the Eastern religions are cool with other beliefs and other gods and all that.
Could you play the last 5 seconds?
Not so much you, but
just play the last 5 seconds again for me. Or a few seconds. Just go back a little bit. Yeah, that'll do.
If you say, if there is a God, you have to ask who created God, that means that you're reduced to thinking about created gods. Well, none of us believe in created gods. Jews, Muslims, or Christians.
Oh.
It's the all-inclusive. Okay. Well, yeah, so, obviously, billions of people do believe in created gods, like you're saying, or at least he thinks, John Lennox thinks. There are billions of people that believe in created gods. Because guess what? Christianity is not the only logical system of belief, right? So, like you're saying, all the Hindus, they believe, John Lennox thinks they are worshipping created gods. So they believe in created gods, right? Who else, right? The Zoroastrians, you know what I mean? The Buddhists, right? The Sikhs, they all believe in what John Lennox would call created gods. So that's more than the Christians in total. So it's a complete lie what this guy's saying right now. Not that I'm surprised, because he's trying to straw man everybody's position, as he always does.
I guess so.
Nobody believes in created gods. Well, more than half the world, apart from more than half the world. Yeah.
Yeah, it appears so. They're tilting windmill.
Also,
Okay,
if he's saying that the Muslims don't believe in a created God,
no, they're all good. The Abrahamics are all good. The Christians, and the Jews, and the Muslims are good because that's not a created God. But they disagree. So,
well, the worst, they're going to hell because they don't believe in Jesus as being the Son of God.
And that too. So
I don't know.
Believing in Bigfoot is a lot simpler.
So that is believing in a created God, according to John Lennox.
Yeah.
If you don't believe Jesus is God, then no, he must think Muslims are going to hell.
It's a lot more fun though. It just cheers me up.
Is this,
Hi, Robin. How you doing?
Hey, Robin. Is this guy in the chat? Is this Altangelo, is it, maybe?
I don't know. Somebody's commenting on all kind of stuff. Tilting windmill or somebody, if you have enough, you can take care of it. John, you have a good night, John. It fills up my chat and it's hard to see anything else. Bigfoot dancing with toast. That's right. It's Bigfoot is good. Bigfoot has toast. That's something like that. I think are the words. Some thrash metal.
Nice. Anyway.
Yeah. So what else?
John, because he can only straw man us to so much.
Yeah, he's got to sit down and kick back and breathe real heavy because he ain't got very long. Not picking on the man or anything, but he's up there.
And I think that argument then is entirely beside the point, and perhaps you ought to put it on your shelf-marked celestial teapots where it belongs. The God who created the universe, ladies and gentlemen, was not...
The celestial teapot is an argument ad absurdum. And again, he doesn't even understand that. Yeah, he doesn't even understand.
That's the flying spaghetti monster and everything. It's the absurdity. Do you not see it? No, you don't. You do not see it. John, he repeated it, right? Yeah. Everybody else makes up those gods, right?
That's right.
Not created.
Exactly the point.
You've got to watch this video. Atheist Richard Dawkins.
Oh, okay. I can hit the thingy. All right. Hey, maybe see, I had this problem before. Would go to the next video, but it's letting me hit the thing. So, oh, there's my Peter Atkins quote: "Intellectually lazy."
Yeah, there you go. That is John Lennox. Yeah.
All right, John's gone. Let's see what else is short.
Okay, last one for me.
Okay, last one for you. Okay, let's see.
Make it a good one.
Well, we can. Where's that one? Thought it was right around here, but nope, doesn't look like it is now. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Cliff. Some of these I've had for a while. I don't remember what they are. Oh, here we go. Maybe not. That one's kind of lame. I already did that one. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Bishop Bell, I believe he is. That was his name?
I'm an atheist. What do you think will happen when I die, and how do you know?
Is it okay to tell a child that God doesn't exist? Or would you prefer a system where Hitler got away with it for free?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, it's this guy. Oh dear. Catholic bishop. Oh.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, not anymore. And he was prosecuted for. Yeah, we know what Catholics priests tend to do.
And he's not a nice fellow sitting there with that collar around his neck, telling everybody how to be, is he? No, he's not. But let's see what else he's got to say.
Anyhow, the little kid was quite patriotic, and he said, he realised hell was in with a chance if Hitler was going to go there.
What
Now, wait a minute. Technically, we could talk about Hitler being baptized and saved, and we could talk about you don't know what was in the mind of that guy, right? Maybe he fully believed. Maybe he fully repented and everything in that bunker. You don't know. Yeah. So he could be waiting for you in heaven. That is not justice. That he just showed how that is not justice. Because unless he blasphemed, everything else is forgivable as far as I know. So if you can wipe out whole other towns and villages because Yahweh says they should be moved or removed, then, well, maybe Yahweh, made a deal with the little guy to, make way for some land, right? You don't know. You cannot say, if you're going to say, oh, God speaks to people, God uses people, mysterious ways, on and on and on, all these things, and then you're going to say, but he got his, it's like, oh, now, wait a minute, you don't know that. There's no way to know that. There's no way to justify that. It's a terrible example, especially knowing that at least at one point, the little guy was religious.
What about a system where he was simply obliterated and didn't exist anymore?
Well, he would have got away with too much.
Research has...
He would have got away with it. Yeah, how about that? You know what else you can get away with? You can get away with a whole lot if you just say, I'm sorry, Jesus, I repent. I believe you rose from the dead. Yeah, you can get away with a whole lot. It's not really a good thing, is it? I mean, I don't see that. I think I often label Christianity as the religion that other people couldn't get, or the religion left over when they couldn't get into the others. Because a lot of the religions, you have to step on a balance against your life. There's true justice, right? There's things like karma with, you got to balance yourself out, right? That's all what karma is. You did something crappy, you better do something extra good because you're carrying that around. With Christianity, oh, well, it's okay. Even better with the church when they have absolution and everything. Well, give me enough gold coins and you're okay, right? So no, totally wrong on everything so far. I cannot agree with anything. And usually I'll agree with at least a few things. But no, I mean, we was agreeing with Tony earlier. That doesn't happen very often.
It's proven that people who believe in God has a better chance of surviving terminal illnesses such as cancer, as well as living longer when they go to church. So do you think that believing in God is beneficial for our well-being, even if God is an illusion?
You're about to...
You can believe in all kinds of things that are good for your well-being and could lower stress and all those kinds of things. And I've said before, if going to church gets you off drugs and alcohol and out of the gang and all these kind of things and stuff, hey, one step at a time, right? But in the long run, there's going to be a problem. But okay, I'll give more to her than I gave to him at all.
To witness one of the most emotional and unsettling parts of this entire debate.
Oh no.
What happens when we die? Is it okay to tell a child there's no God? And if belief in God makes us healthier, even if he's not real, should we still believe? These aren't just academic questions, they're deeply human ones. In this segment of the Richard Dawkins versus Cardinal...
Okay, that's the end of that.
Well, okay, let me just say
Yeah.
something then. It is deeply. There's something I got. Someone asked me. I think it was Big Bad Mama asked me the other day. What do you think the origin of religion was? Right, or what was the first religion? And I answered in. I mean, to what I thought at the time was a good answer, but upon reflection, I thought more about it. So I answered ancestor worship, right? Because we grow very strong attachments, especially to our parents, right? And when they pass away, that is a very difficult bond that gets broken. And so, naturally, we would like to rewrite reality in order for them to still be around and looking over us. And so that was kind of where I was going with ancestor worship. But I was watching a program the other day, and somebody said something really interesting, which is there's a deep need in humans, especially those that lack understanding, to imbue things around us with agency, because it aids our survival. Right? If we think that rustling in the grass has some kind of agency, then we're going to run away because it could be a snake or a tiger, right? And if it's not a snake or a tiger, well, we still survived anyway. And so this idea that it's better to commit a false understanding of reality if that understanding it could be harmful to us, than it is to find out whether it is harmful before running away effectively. And that actually that could be the main driver for the reason that we as humans imbue this ultimate agent as being a creator of everything and is in control of our justice, because in that way we can run away from reality much quicker. So in the sense that is an answer as to why there's this inbuilt propensity, shall we say, for the vast majority of the planet to believe in a god, because it allows them to obfuscate on the truth of the situation, basically, that life's harsh, and if we can run away quicker, then we're more likely to survive. And that really reflects on what that girl was saying. And that argument goes back quite far in history, at least to the 18th century, right? Hume in the 18th century made a similar argument and recognized that this propensity of humans to imbue things with agency as a survival method was ubiquitous to all religions, and so therefore was probably one of the early motivators for religion. So I just wanted to kind of change my answer that I gave to BBM, even if he's not listening. I'll probably repeat this when I next see him, but that's probably the motivating factor for why pre-cognitive Homo sapiens or hominids actually came up with the same idea, and maybe God goes back a lot further than we think, even before our species was around. Right, on that, I'll probably say goodbye.
All right, Simos.
Yeah, sorry,
was
just something that came up the other day, and I thought it was quite interesting. At first I thought it was fear of death that was the thing, the generator of religion, but actually there's other things.
Wondering if who's on. Well, Taco's always on. Let's see. I don't see Mama around.
Skeptic says Marcus Schomer also thought this. As I say, it goes back to Hume as far as I'm aware. But so yeah, it's been around. That argument's been around for quite some time.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Simos. Always a pleasure. And
no, thank you very much, Dave. I'm glad I did now, because you reminded me of that and I'd forgotten about it. So I'll now remember it.
Are you going to have a show Thursday?
Show Thursday? Yeah, I hope so. I don't know what day we're on now, because I am all over the shop playing games. So there you go. But yeah, I hope to do one, and I'm hoping it's going to be a philosophical one this Thursday. So, but I haven't actually chosen the topic. So, everybody, Thursday, 5 o'clock EST, I do a show called The State of the Onion, and it probably will be on Platonism, although that's not guaranteed at the moment. So, if you want to come and talk about Platonism, then the link will be in the chat, and if there's room in the hangout, it's limited to 10. But if come along and certainly either put your views in chat or join, the link will be posted, and come and have a chat. And that's open to theists or atheists or anybody. So all you have to do is be respectful and let people finish sentences, and that's what we expect. Thank you very much, Kalasia. Thank you very much, Kalasia, for putting out my link there. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, Windmill, you will be there, because Tilting Windmill, he's became a mod on my channel. Thank you. Accepted the request.
Got a wrench.
Become a mod, and yeah, that's wonderful. So I really appreciate you. Anyway, there we go. I'll see you when I do. Thank you very much, Dave.
All right, Simos.
I hope to see you Thursday as well, of course. Take care now, everybody.
And hello, Rochelle. It's good to see you. Thanks for posting that. And yeah, I don't know, Atheist Nightmare is just having all kind of problems. Deconverted Man's got a hammer. Watch out. Yeah, make sure you check out Simos on Thursdays, and of course Simos hangs out with us on Saturdays at Saturday Night at the Atheist. So always a good time hanging out with Simos, and Mike was here earlier too. We'd hang out with Mike and Scott and Brainless as well, and you never know who else is going to be there. Deconverted Man's been there. We had Dade Murphy stopping by there. We've had all kinds of great folks stop through. Leo, Bree, all kinds of folks. So yeah, if you've got some time on a Saturday, give me a shout. We'll get you a link. You can stop by and say hi. If you want to drop in for a little and leave, that's fine too. Like seeing everybody and just having a good time hanging out, like we're doing now. The only difference is on Saturday, I scrape bottom for some videos that we hardly ever get through. I think it's only been like a couple shows where we actually got through a video. Usually we don't get very far because they're that bad. But on a positive note, take the constructive criticism. Make your videos a little better, because we can help each other out, because there's a lot of terrible videos out there. And we all started somewhere. You make terrible videos, try and make them better. So somebody, takes a look at one of your videos. It's not personal. I don't know you, except for a couple of people. I don't have any interaction with you or anything. So just take it for what it is. And Deconverted Man too. Deconverted Man's great. I mean, he'll take down a video and turn right around and have the person on his channel talking about it. Because we're like that, right? It's all good. Now, some of these folks don't agree with that, but no loss. And as far as the priesty guy there, yeah, he got in trouble. Surprise. Yeah, there's my comment. What happens when you abuse young folks? So, goodbye. Another one off my list. And another one gone. And another one gone. I'm going to start singing now. So find some more shorties. Yeah, I still got time. I can bust out some now. Hey, atheists, you don't need a designer. Or do you? That's me. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah. I've done that. I've bought some computers over the years. Okay. I'm an atheist and I bought a computer. In case you want to mark that down. And that's half the video? Oh, man. Okay. No. People probably overseas put it together. No. You get people in these plants and they have, you know, hair nets and everything on, keep the stuff out. They make some really powerful chips, and then I don't even think they do that by hand anymore. I think it's all machine solders everything, and it all works faster and faster and faster every time they come out. It's really neat. Yeah. I think I already did. If you think that's a gotcha, this is like the watchmaker. Yeah, I lost Simos, who would correct me on the terminology, which I always appreciate. I call it the watchmaker. Oh, look, this thing is very complex. That means God. What's the matter with it? It's not working. Hold on. I got to flip between screens, and I only have I got 3 chats that show up here. That's all I can see. So, no audio. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't pull it up. Dang it. Okay. See, Simos distracted me. All right, let me get back to it. Forget that. I have to drop this out first. Sorry about that. StreamYard just won't let you switch. You got to drop the other thing out.
Leave a comment and subscribe.
All right,
I'm saying to...
All right, hold on. I had a lot of fun talking to myself, though. Hope you all enjoyed that. Oops. See, this is what happens when you have flipped screens. You can't see what's going on. StreamYard, please. Multi-screen, please. All right, it's really short. And you already heard what I got to say about it.
I'm saying to all the atheists, if you buy a computer from someone or from somewhere, you don't need a designer for that. It just comes by itself, right? Pops out of the blue, boom, there's your computer. Or do you really need a creator to create that computer? Answer my question.
Okay, that's all it was. Yeah, I answered your question. Somebody makes those computers. Yeah. This is the watchmaker. Again, Simos, or somebody can correct me if it's not called the watchmaker. To me, it's the watchmaker. You find a watch. Oh, look at this watch. Somebody made it. Yes. Now look at this rock. Somebody made it. No. It's just a rock. Okay. I tumbled around here or there, eroded. There's one of the night shows, you know, when they do those little thingies, the little science experiments, and they asked a bunch of different aged people what a rock is, right? Now, when you're really, really young, you think, oh yeah, the rock is there so the bear can scratch itself. When you get older, you realize, well, it's just a rock. If something scratched itself on it, it just did. It could have scratched itself on anything. The rock wasn't made for the bear to scratch itself. This kind of thinking goes on into adulthood when you were supposed to realize it's just a rock. since I totally goofed that one. Let's try another one. Jeez. All right, pay attention, Dave. Is the thing up there? Yeah, okay. What a dork. Try better. I'll skip up here and see what I got up here. I know I had some picked out, but the way it saves them, they're just all over the place. So, yeah, I've covered the Mahdi before. I'll cover it again. It's a short enough. I don't know why it's still on here. In case you haven't heard.
I am Abdullah, the first name mentioned of the Mahdis.
See, there you go, folks. I've covered him before. If you haven't, is it too early for toast? That's never too early for toast. Good to see you, Gregory. Because around here, I mean, you can never be too early or too late for, come on. And now see everything's jumping around on me again. Pay attention. Here we go. Yeah. Is it too early for toast? It's never too early for toast. It's never too late for toast. I enjoy toast morning, noon, and night.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
Deconverted man, yeah, I saw a notification for your video. Everybody go check out Deconverted Man's video later. Not right now. Toast emojis. Thank you very much. Hey, Y, how you doing? Good to see you. I forgot E. I do that too. I'm just scrolling up. I said the only thing is they give you this tiny little window to see the chats on here. And this thing up here is small for my eyes. I got old eyes. Rochelle is mildly amused. Good. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I've got such a small chat, and when other people are making comments, and I didn't see that I wasn't on the screen. So, it happens. I'm a dork. And see, that was all the way back up. You know, I went through it. Man, everybody stopping by, I sure appreciate it. A lot of folks in the chat. Somebody just said Randy's here too. Hey, Randy. Is this the rerun? Yeah, I've covered him before, but folks might not have heard about the Mahdi. And when I did a video on it, I was like, how dare other people criticize this guy for thinking he's some kind of prophet or whatever, right? So, but he is out there. If you want to join, get yourself a black jacket and a black hat. Don't do that.
And I have come forth as the successor of Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam and the awaited Yemeni Imam Ahmad al-Hassan alayhi salam. No.
Okay, well, basically he's going to tell you that nobody else has claimed it, so he's going to do it. See, it's no one in 1,400 years, right? Okay.
One in 1,400 years has claimed to be Abdullah in the will but me, proving that the will truly is a protection against misguidance, for none can claim to be in the will except for its rightful owner.
Man, it's that easy. If you haven't heard about this guy, he has declared himself the 12th Imam or whatever it is, the second coming, basically. And he's also is Jesus, or is going to team up with Jesus, or some about Jesus. And he was the first one to declare himself the new Pope when the Pope passed away. So he's the Pope too. And all you got to do is call it first, folks. That's all you got to do. So hang around when you know it's about that time. And when that person retires, passes, is out of their position, whatever, be the first one to call it. And you're in. I thought there was more, like you had to actually do something, because it's supposed to, it's similar to the second coming and all those type things. You're going to bring back peace on earth and the new heavens, and everybody's going to love each other and all that kind of stuff. So, but he's here. I don't see it happening. Just saying. I mean, if you've got these powers, start using them. I mean, if there's going to be peace on earth and everything, that sounds good to me. Some of his things, all one religion thing or whatever, it's kind of suspect. But so far, I think he's got like 10,000 people behind him or something. Anyway, watch out for the black hats and the black suits, because they seem to all wear them. And yeah, that's the Mahdi. And I think that's why I kept that in there, because it is interesting. So I think I'm going to hang on to that one. We'll come back to that one another time, too. Just so folks know. All right. Proof of God atheists can't handle. Sounds good to me.
This archaeological evidence of Noah's Ark that you will find here at the end of this video will blow your mind.
Oh, no. No. Not Noah's Ark. Really? Noah's Ark? Oh, man. Tilting windmill. You know what we say about Noah's Ark, don't you?
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale, the tale of a righteous float that started out in ancient times upon a magic zoo boat. The rain began to pour like mad, God's judgment didn't stall. If not for Noah's floating crate, there'd be no life at all. No life at all. No life at all. If Noah and his ancient beard, his wife just rolled her eyes. They boarded raptors, stegosaurs too, all trained to sit and stay. 2 T-Rexes in bunk bed stalls, what could go wrong, we say? 3 sons with wives who taught the dinos how to harmonize. Who taught the dinos how to harmonize? There's gators, frogs, and woolly mammoths, zebras sharing beds, triceratops and kangaroos stacked 10 high on their heads. The ark was built with cubic math and doors that sealed with prayer. You ask about sanitation, don't go there. Just don't go there. Just don't go there. So come aboard this sacred ship where science hits a wall. With creatures from all continents, pre-flood we had them all. The timeline's tight, the logic light, the rain began to float. And now you're on a bumpy ride aboard the magic zoo boat. The magic zoo boat. The magic zoo boat. The magic zoo boat. Unicorns dashed to catch the ark, but tripped on fairy tales. They stopped to charm the woodland elves and slipped through magic veils. Their horns aglow, they missed the boat, no place for their parade. Now stuck in myths and bedtime dreams where fantasy should stay. Where fantasy should stay. But what about old Sasquatch? Did Bigfoot make the trip? Was he too hairy, tall, or shy to board that wooden ship? He may be hid behind the trees or snuck in with the apes, or rode the flood out on a log, or rode the flood out on a log. Don't fall for tales of magic boats or creatures 2 by 2. Get smart, ask questions, that's the best thing you can do. Education shines the light that clears the myths away. So keep your mind wide open and learn what's true today. Learn what's true today. Learn what's true today. Hey, with Skipper Noah at the wheel and Wife Supreme with nerves of steel. 3 sons with zeros sailing flare. Their wives who brought salon gray hair. 2 rhinos juggling on the deck and Bigfoot hiding near the wreck. Here on the Magic Zoo Boat. Here on the Magic Zoo Boat. Here on the Magic Zoo Boat.
Well, I'm glad a lot of folks appreciate the song. Was there toast on the ark? There better be toast on the ark. I want to know about Bigfoot, but yeah, I should have asked about toast too. Yeah, I go right to Bigfoot. The toast is, you know, I love toast. We love toast. I mean, absolutely, we love toast.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
I know I'm never going to get tired of them little ditties, so I hope you like them.
The Bible describes that when the flood was over, Noah's Ark was found on the mountains of Ararat. And this large imprint upon the mountains, where do you think it was found? Sure enough, on the mountains of Ararat. Atheists
it was found on mountains? That's pretty amazing. That was found on the mountains of Ararat. It doesn't say Mount Ararat. It says the mountains of Ararat. Could be anywhere. And according to Irving Finkel, the original story, going back to Gilgamesh and everything, was more about some kind of mountains off the Greek coast, I think, or something like that. More Mediterranean over there. I have to look it up to be sure, but something like that. And that's a story too.
Watch out, your eyes will break when you see this next truth that I share with you. God told Noah to build the ark. He instructed him to...
No, he didn't. Don't make me play it again. There was no Magic Zoo Boat. No. All I have to do is say Magic Zoo Boat. That's all I have to say. Why aren't you a Christian? Magic Zoo Boat.
To build it 515 feet. An archaeologist, Ron White, and his team turned up...
Oh, Ron Wyatt. That's what I needed. Oh, thank you very much. Ron Wyatt. Okay. Filbert hooking up with D, converted man. Sweet. Why wants to know, how would they make toast on the ark? I'd be a bit scared to light a fire, and the only protection you got. You haven't seen the forge and everything on Ken Ham's ark? Open flames, not worried about it one little bit. Nope, not at all. Yeah, absolutely, Rochelle. Ron Wyatt. If you don't know who Ron Wyatt is, I did a video with Joe, the Kentucky Atheist, about Ron Wyatt. Ron Wyatt, well, what can you say about Ron Wyatt? Ron Wyatt, hold on, I gotta get back on here. Ron Wyatt claimed to have found everything in the Bible, every city, every artifact, anything you could mention in the Bible, Ron found it. And if you don't believe him, he's passed away now, but I believe the museum is still open, ran by family members or something, where you can see the paper mache replicas. Ron Wyatt claims to have done these archaeological digs that there's no record of him doing, and he certainly didn't dig up Israel. I don't know who he thinks he is. He could just march in and start digging up the city, but no. He also claimed to have found chariot wheels, which looks like ones that were chucked in the water at some point. Not saying who. Might not have been him. I don't know. If you ever see the chariot wheels pictures, probably goes back to Ron Wyatt. Yeah, Ron Wyatt found the Red Sea crossing, Sodom and Gomorrah, the pillars, the place where Jesus was crucified. He found the Ark of the Covenant. Everything you can possibly mention. He found it. Now, of course, he couldn't produce any because they're in my closet. My closet's that way. They're in my closet, but you can't see them. Sorry. So, yeah, Ron Wyatt. So he did go, and he scammed a lot of people out of money to look at this mountains of Ararat formation. Convinced a lot of people to spend money examining this rock. Completely leaving out that if you go on Google Earth, you can find these formations on sides of mountains, because where erosion happens, a lot like in the water and stuff like that, you get certain shapes, right? So as softer material erodes away, harder materials kind of get that teardrop shape, right? These are natural formations. According to Ron Wyatt, it's Noah's Ark, because he wants Noah's Ark to be there. It's not. It's a big rock. And in the end, seems Ron Wyatt was only worried about taking endless vacations on someone else's dime with his traveling companion, who was not Mrs. Wyatt. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about Ron Wyatt. And very laughable, because such a joke that he bumbled around and dug up Israel and everything. And it's just so ridiculous. I can't believe you're citing Ron Wyatt. Well, I guess I can. It's what I do, right?
Up to this mountain and measured the length. Guess how long it was? It was discovered to be 515 feet. To learn the
exactly 515 feet. That was measured in cubits. You don't know how big it was. So exactly to the number in the Bible of a cubit. Dude, you don't even know what a cubit is? Okay. No, Ron Wyatt found a rock. Okay. It shows up in the news every once in a while. It's a rock. Right? Go to Google Earth, look around at mountains. You'll find things that look like that. Not Noah's Ark. Not the Magic Zoo boat. It made me do it again. The Magic Zoo boat. The Magic Zoo boat. Proof of God that atheists can't handle. That was the name of it. I left a comment. Hold on. Ron Wyatt wasn't an archaeologist. This side chick. Yep. Good one. Thanks. I really needed this. I did. I fell down in the backyard and everything. My day was not going well. Thank you for that. Ron Wyatt. That's a good one. He didn't find no Magic Zoo boat. I don't know if I could top Ron Wyatt now. Man. Well, we'll try, though. What's a shorty here? If God is real, why doesn't he show up? That's a good question. It's the worst atheist argument. I don't know. I don't think it's unrealistic to ask for him to show up. Shows up to a lot of people. Talks to Troy Black and all these other prophets and prophetesses. Scott corrected me and I forgot already. Prophets? Anyway, the ones that hear voices in their heads. Yeah, them.
If God is real, why doesn't he just show up? I haven't seen any God. Well, he did. Yeah. And what happened? They crucified him. John.
Oh, maybe that's why he hasn't come back. I mean, would you? Really? I mean, the last time didn't go so well. And are you going to come back? Don't come back. Ron Wyatt was great, wasn't he? He found the rods of the Weaving Wizards and the crowns of the 9 Kings. Yeah, he found everything. And he's got the paper mache evidence to show you. I'm trying to make some connections. I hope Deconverted Man and Dave will come on to do something. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Get a hold of me. You know where I'm at? And my email is allhailbigfoot@gmail.com. All one word, all hail Bigfoot. No capitals, no, just all hail Bigfoot. Yeah, get a hold of me. We can do something sometime. I'm kind of busy coming up, but other than that, we'll find something. The shroud too. Oh, why? You had to bring up the shroud? I've done a video on the shroud. I did more work on my shroud video than I think I did on any video, and it didn't get hardly any views. So if you feel sorry for me, check out my shroud video. It's really way back there. I did a lot of work on it, a lot of reading, a lot of papers. Not very popular. Otangelo's, though, did well. I blew up all viral and everything. Mine got like 100 views. Oh, yeah, I love all that stuff. He found the Ark of the Covenant and everything, but he had to put it all back and leave the film there because he didn't want people to find out about it or some nonsense. He goes looking for it, takes film of it, but then he puts it all back. Whatever. Did he find the shroud? I don't think he found the shroud, but I'm sure he, acknowledges it. He's hoarding them like Soros books. The Wyatt Museum is still open. Is it still open? Yeah, it's like an old grocery store or something that they put paper mache. Hive size in here? Bree. Hey, Bree. Good to see you. I hope you had a nice little trip to Austin. And yeah, we didn't know what to do without you on Saturday. We really didn't. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Deconverted Man. Ron Wyatt. Really, yeah. If you don't know who he is, you should look it up. They imported all their toast for the Ark. That's what the bird brought back. He brought back toast. That was a sure sign that everything was okay when he came back with toast. Yeah, good to see everybody. Sydney and Bree and everybody stopping through. Awesome. Hill Huggers here. Hill Hugger. I still don't understand why they so want their magic zoo boat and puppy drowning baby flood in Minecraft to be real. I don't know. And it's an awful story. It's completely ridiculous. I mean, you don't even have to get into any of the arguments. It's just ridiculous. You build a big boat, put all the animals on it. It's like, come on. Really? Then you get into any of the details of it. It's like, how can a little child, grown adults, they have full debates about it and everything. Unbelievable. Dinner blessing. Dear God, thank you for this food. Now please multiply it so that we can feed all the underprivileged people in the city. No? Nothing? Well, amen. That's why I find it really a serious insult to all the blind people and everything that Jesus healed and told the rest of them, you're out of luck. I mean, if you can heal blind people, heal blind people. Well, I'll heal you, but I'm not healing you. It's always painful. And it didn't show up, and I'm running out of room. Yeah, helping hand, would you? Todd's in there. That of which has no beginning has no end. It's true. Todd says God is dog. Jesus was a cat. And what they did was tech, tech, tech. All right, Rochelle, we'll talk to you later. No, it didn't. We covered that video earlier. You know, it didn't drown all the puppies. It wouldn't do that. You know, it's in the book. It says it does that. I don't know. Oh no. Ozempic is bothering people's eyeballs. At any time, any of those, drugs, it's always a lot of side effects. So you see the commercials, right? All kind of things, and the oily discharge. That's the one that really gets me. I don't want no oily discharge.
1:14, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. Acts 2:20.
He was so awesome that you put him on a stick? Okay. I don't think you treated him all that well, really.
3. This Jesus, delivered up according to the definite plan and foreknowledge of God, you crucified and killed by the hands of lawless men.
Wait a minute. Crucified by lawless men? No. The way I understand it, he effed around with Rome and found out. He broke their law, so to speak. So I don't know how they were the lawless ones. I mean, even if you're doing something right, you can break the law, right? There's civil disobedience, things you shouldn't, that you have opinions against or whatever. But you're breaking the law. And I support civil disobedience with that stipulation. You're breaking the law. You're probably going to get arrested, carried away, road cleared, whatever you're doing. However, it's not lawless people that did it. It might not have been right, could have been wrong, but the law was he ticked off some people and they put him on a stick. That one was a dud, wasn't it? Okay, we got to find better here. It's nice and short. 22. I like 22. Here is why atheism is the minority position. Uh-oh. We're going to get schooled.
Atheism is dwindling. Atheism is a minority position. Very few people hold to it, as a matter of fact.
Well, again, Christianity is a minority position. Compared to the global population, very few people are Christians. If that's what you're going to use. So I'll take it, hey, there's very few atheists, so disregard them. Well, there's not that many Christians either. And you can say that about any religion. Should we get rid of you too?
The only arguments that atheists have are really arguments that depend on trying to get into the divine mind and do psychology on what an infinite being would allow or wouldn't allow. Why is he allowing this? Why did this?
No, I don't do any of that. I think it's all nonsense because it's make-believe.
Happen? Why did this occur? That's why the problem of evil has kind of really fallen apart, in my estimation.
Atheism is a form of insanity.
Now,
People who don't believe in
before.
God, they're slightly...
Stop. It was looping
Atheism
before.
is dwindling.
Okay, I don't know what I hit. Maybe it doesn't loop when I'm over here. Okay. All right, so the argument was atheism is dwindling. Well, I don't know about that. Let me see. We're gonna fact check them. Is atheism dwindling? Okay. The number of people identifying as religiously unaffiliated, including atheists and agnostics, has grown in recent decades. So that's more of the nuns, though, but atheists are included. So, yeah. According to, let's see, we got a Reddit. Well, I don't see the comment. But no, it doesn't seem to be.
Atheism's a minority position. Very few people hold to it.
It doesn't mean anything. Lots of people hold the positions in a minority.
As a matter of fact, and the only arguments that atheists have are really arguments that depend on trying to like get into the divine mind and do psychology and what.
I'm not getting into somebody's mind I don't believe in. And when we talk about the book, okay, the Magic Zoo Boat, it's ridiculous. Have you read it? There's a Magic Zoo Boat.
An infinite being would allow or wouldn't allow. Why is he allowing this? Why did this happen?
Yeah, okay, and the evil problem, that was the other one. All right, as far as the evil problem goes, the way I understand it, the heavens were created and then God created the earth. So if heaven already existed and it was possible to make a heaven with angelic beings and all the likes, then yes, creating the mortal realm seemed kind of crappy.
Why did this occur? That's why the problem of evil has kind of really fallen apart.
Okay, it hasn't fallen apart. Again, if heaven's so great, and it is, right? Supposedly it's great. I don't hear you talking about it much, but heaven is so great, then everything that happens here sucks. That's it. And who does that? God. Every last thing. Good, bad, God. So, no. Yeah, problem of evil is a good one, but that's not why I don't believe in God. I don't believe in God because it seems silly to me. I think Simos and I covered it pretty good earlier. Well, which God, right? Lots of gods. Oh, that God's silly, but not mine. Really? It's just as silly. All the gods are just as silly. And you are removed. Didn't I just do the shroud one? No. Oh, I did the ark. That's right. Shroud. Let's see what the shroud. New evidence that the shroud. Okay.
New evidence shows the Shroud of Turin is actually from the 1st century AD during the time of Christ.
Really? Who dated that? Because as far as I know, the church has only allowed one group or one organization in, and they got a couple little slivers, and it's gone because it was sent to labs, and the one little sliver that's left, the church holds.
The shroud has been contested over the years due to the findings of the team led by Michael Tite in 1988.
Okay. People who actually did the testing don't have a problem with the testing.
He led a team with 3 different laboratories that tested 3 different parts of the Shroud of Turin.
That's right. 3 independent labs
that ended up coming back at a date between 13th and 14th century.
Yes, corroborated with other something else they dated from that time, and they're calibrated to, I should say. And yeah. So who dated it 1,300 years earlier?
AD, and this was done via carbon dating. The new data says otherwise. The dating method that they used for this project is actually specific to textiles and things of that nature. It's called wide angle X-ray scattering.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, this is what's his name? Joe. Anyway, it'll come to me. Yeah, this is not a reliable method. It's not a tested method. And this was done by Joe and crew. And they've done this numerous times with numerous other methods, getting a first century date that are not methods that are used for this. Or they just things they made up, whatever. But let's see, first century, huh? Yeah, I looked this up. It was first century.
The degree of natural aging of the cellulose that constitutes the linen of the investigated sample obtained by X-ray analysis shows that the Turin shroud fabric is much older than the 7 centuries proposed by the 1988 radiocarbon dating.
What? No. The cellulose in the X-rays? What? Okay. I gotta look it up again. I don't remember. X-ray dating the shroud. Change the comparison with class prediction. Place shroud. X-ray shroud being stored near perfect conditions for centuries. Yeah, the shroud was stored in near perfect condition. That never happened. Everything I'm getting is from the STIRP team. Oh, wait a minute. Here's a highlighted link. As stated here, there is a new study which I am not convinced about. It's not a proven method. That's what I thought. Yeah. That's an unproven method. Carbon dating different methods used to determine the age of materials, but they operate fundamentally different principles and have different applications to changing materials at a molecular level and crystalline structures. That's you didn't say nothing about crystalline structures. Yeah, it's not used for that. Yep. Nope. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Good to see you. Ember 2. Hello, Ember. Always a pleasure. Urban Angst. How you doing? Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Let's see. Yeah. Anybody challenging me? I don't think so. It's an unproven method. It's used for it's not used on the shroud. And as far as I know, nobody's allowed any testing to be done on the shroud. So I don't know how they did this.
The experimental results are compatible with the hypothesis that the Turin shroud is a 2,000-year-old relic.
Oh, it's compatible that it's exactly how old that they want it to be.
As supposed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I've looked this up before, and from what I understand, these methods. What's his name? It's Joe something. Joe Moore. Joe Moore. It's right there. Joe something. Yeah, they've used 3 or 4 different methods, and every time they've come back that they are either not the correct methods, or there's some kind of methods that they made up that just gets the numbers they want, similar to Steve Austin messing with the dating methods and everything. Everybody else says the dates still hold. So, nope. I'm still going with the shroud as a medieval product, and the face cloth they had is like from 500 years earlier. They don't even match up when they're dated. It's at the same time. So they're just religious relics somebody has for tourists. You know, it's great for tourism. How about some scientists confirming the Bible is real?
Because think about what it says in the Bible about this stone in Joshua.
I remember, yeah, this stone. There's a stone. Can you believe it? It's a stone. And this proves the Bible's real because of a stone.
24, Joshua sets it up. And then just a few centuries later in Judges chapter 9, what are the Israelites doing? They're actually worshiping the witness stone as a false god.
So who decided this was the witness stone? I mean, it proves the Bible's real? Okay. Maybe. Better have something more to back it up than that.
As a false god.
So how much more clear can the evidence for the Bible be than...
You took a bad picture of a rock. Oh, witness stone. Oh, look it up. Oh, what the heck? Witness stone from the Bible. In the Bible, the witness stones primarily... Oh, the witness stones are primarily found in Joshua, serving as tangible reminders of God's promise of covenants with the Israelites. Okay, so they're good stones. And then they set up the 12 stones. I know that story. They're gathering people and setting up a stone. Is it stones or stones? Okay, they were setting up stones. So everybody had their own stones. After crossing the river, the Israelites took 12 stones and set them up. The use of stones as witnesses, a recurring theme in the Bible. Okay, so this is what people did. They put stones everywhere. All right. Well, I'll give it to you. I don't know this specific one that you had here. What was that? There's a stone. Okay.
More clear can the evidence for the Bible be than here at Shechem?
All right, so what you're looking at is known as Joshua's Great Witness Stone at Shechem. As you will have already seen in this video, this Great Witness Stone is mentioned in multiple chapters.
I just looked, and it seems that there was a lot of stones going on, and people set them up all over the place for different meanings. It's in Peter, Samuel, Genesis, Joshua. That seems to be about it. Yeah. But they said different ones for different things in different places. This isn't the one stone. No.
Of the Holy Bible. Yes, archaeology is in fact a scientific discipline, which means that the Holy Bible is being authenticated by the scientific community. Through the scientific method,
What?
Joshua chapter 24.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I got up here. Joshua 24, serving as a reminder of God's promises and covenants with the Israelites. Joshua sets up a stone as a witness against the people, signifying that it heard God's words and would testify against them if they broke their covenant. Joshua describes the Israelites setting up 12 stones. I didn't see no 12 stones. I barely saw a stone. I think you're mixing them up. I do.
And Judges chapter 9 are being verified. Maybe.
In Judges 9. Okay. Judges, is that in here? I don't see Judges. Maybe they missed it. Judges 9. Okay. Oh, look, what the heck. Judges 9. It's the 9th of the Judges. Prophet Samuel. Okay, that's about the Samuel thing. Samuel is connected how? Judges 9. Witness stone, maybe? The witness stone refers to a pillar or stone that Joshua set up as a reminder of the covenant he made with the Israelites at Shechem. The stone served as a witness. Okay, so all right, so there's a stone at Shechem that's called the witness stone. Oh, that's a terrible story. It tells about somebody done in by a woman dropped a millstone on his head. Oh, that's an awful story. Or you get a rock dropped on you? Was likely an upper millstone, which was used in hand mills. But it's even more confusing. Judges also tells the story of Abimelech, who sought to become king and killed his brother. What? Oh, these are awful stories. You want to remind everybody about these awful? Oh, okay. More awful Bible stories. All right. That's all I need to know. You're citing awful Bible stories. I just looked them up. I'm not going to repeat them all. Those are awful Bible stories. I don't like those. Of course, I guess most of the Bible stories are awful. That was terrible. Oh, look, there's a stone, and there was stones that were dropped on people's heads. And remember me? What? Yeah, the 12 stones are when they crossed the river. Urban, good to see you, by the way. Yeah, that's another story. So, yeah, they use stones for, you know why? Because they have a bunch of stones laying around. That's why. If I recall, it was around 700 years old. Yeah, that's the shroud, or the yeah, the shroud. It's the shroud. I don't know why. Did YouTube recommended me? Wow, how about that? Will wonders never cease? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. And don't forget, while you're here, like, share, subscribe. Want to become a member? We got the join button down there too. You can become a member. I'd get that in. Okay, any more scientists confirming the Bible? These are fun. Mind-blowing facts about the Bible. Okay, we'll try that one.
If you want something that really blows your mind, 'cause it
Yeah,
seems
yeah,
like-
yeah, 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 yeah.
If you look at Genesis chapter 1, he says you shall have dominion over the fish of the sea and the fowl of the air.
The fowl?
Yeah, which is the birds of the air.
Yeah.
And
What's dominion mean? That we can control them, or that we can catch them and eat them? Because that can apply to about anything.
then he says every creepeth thing. So people would always ask, like, why did God say specifically those animals? When I
It was saying everything. So you're picking out the birds and the fish and you're leaving out everything else? Is that what you're doing to make this work? I think so.
read in context, you can see that fish are and birds have something that's really different and unique than other animals. They have two births. So they'll have the egg and then the bird will, it'll crack.
They don't have two births. They have external eggs. We have internal eggs. It's not two births. And I know where the two births is going. I can already smell it. Here it comes.
Crack and come out. Fish is caviar, yeah. And then they'll swim out, right?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Human beings need two births too, essentially.
Yeah,
we're born once.
That's
and
where it's going. You got to be
and then,
born again. No. Take a science class. You know what you're talking about.
Birds, what's beautiful about them is they can defy gravity, meaning they can go against.
They don't defy gravity. I was on a ladder the other day. Did I defy gravity? No. That would defy gravity. No. It's a matter. They make downward force and aerodynamic, all the things that I don't understand. But yeah, they're working against gravity. That's why they have to be a certain size and a certain weight and everything. Otherwise, they don't get off the ground. So you just can't defy gravity. It's ask anybody that flies an airplane.
Against the flow. Fish can swim upstream, also go against the flow.
Fish can swim upstream against. This is supposed to blow my. It's supposed to blow my mind. Okay, mind blown. I don't. Okay.
And when we're born again, we can go against the flow of the world.
When you're born again, you can go against the flow that you couldn't do before.
So that's why you see.
Whoa! $436,000 subscribers. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't know what to say. That was just bad. You're not born twice. The fish are not born twice. Not even metamorphosis that's not born again. You're metamorphosized. That's all wrong. That's all wrong. I got some else Noah's Ark, but it's too long. That was just terrible. Gotta have some better. Why atheism is a form of insanity. Living waters. Oh, I can't do the banana man. No banana man. No, sorry. Not right now. How about some demons? The demons interrupted a priest. Those demons. Gosh.
Where's that coming from?
You heard a noise? Try that again. Okay, I heard a knock, 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 knock. It's probably a delivery.
Where's that coming from?
Maybe it's woodpeckers. It's either that or the demons.
No, it's a knock, knock, knock. That's, I'm gonna listen to it again. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my thing up. Turn my volume up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try it again. That's a knock. It's knock, 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 knock. Like at somebody's back door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That's a knock. It's a knock. I'll try it again. That's a knock. Ain't no demons. Let me see what he says, though. That's a knock. I'm gonna turn it back down. That was somebody knocking.
Peckers. It's either that or the demons. They love to interrupt. And you know what demons really hate is that when you laugh at them and you don't take them seriously and you just say, oh, it's just you. It's just you, goofy, trying to.
Okay, well, you're making fun of the demons right now. And if I was a demon, instead of knocking on your back door, why don't you, knock something off the wall there? Or what's that picture there, a book or something? Knock that over. Make the, something break. Something demonic. They're knocking on the back door.
Interrupt the telling of one of the greatest stories and parables ever told. Well, maybe I'll chase off the demons.
Wait a minute, I heard another noise.
Maybe I'll chase off the demons.
It sounds like they closed the door and left.
Back. Hey, you guys. Hey, be gone.
Yeah, what do you know? There's back doors and everything where, yeah. Dude, you or your neighbors got a delivery. That's the best the demons got? Yeah. Really? I mean, I saw like The Exorcist and stuff. Can't you do stuff, and things fly around and stuff? Poltergeist, Can't do any of that? All you can do is bang on a door? That's pretty weak. You got some weak demons. There's some demons that can actually do something. Knocking on the back door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's. Now it's going through my head. Hide the Legos. Uh-oh. Don't step on the Legos. I know that. SWAT raid. There's Chris Hansen. You're in trouble if he knocks on your door, right? I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. That's good stuff. Pizza delivery. Yeah, that was weak, wasn't it? That's supposed to be a demon interrupting the priest? Really? Demon interrupts the Orthodox priest. People are silly. Satan is the doctor of hair. Oh, we got the head cheese now. Satan. All right, we'll try it. Satan. Maybe this is better. What you got, Father?
There was actually a
Not a strong start.
exorcism that took place in France in the 1600s. I had been spending time trying.
Exorcisms in the 1600s. Really?
to get my hands on this thing, and I finally got my hands on it because I was reading about it, because it was very similar to a case that I'd actually had. But at a certain point, an archbishop had to do the exorcisms because it was particularly brutal.
You did an exorcism. Satan is the doctor of heresy. Jesus, Catholic, aliens, exorcism. Okay. My kind of video.
And as the archbishop was beating up the demons,
he was what? He was beating them up. I gotta hear this story.
He asked them, why didn't you listen to the prayers of the Huguenots? Now, the Huguenots knew this woman was possessed and tried to liberate her, but they couldn't get anywhere.
They didn't have good exorcism stuff. Would you just like throw holy water at them and tell them read Bible passages and say, be gone? Or is that just the movies? But the one peoples couldn't get rid of the demons, but the other one showed up and was beating them up. Gotcha.
And so when the bishop asked, why didn't you listen to the prayers of the Huguenots, the demons just stopped and looked at him and said, we made them up.
The demons stopped. What? Wait a minute. Weren't they getting beat up? You lost me, Father.
So, the point being is not to beat up on the Protestants too much.
Not to beat up on the Protestants too much. Okay, you're going to beat everybody up? All right.
But we just want to, the fact is that the demons are constantly fostering heresy. In fact, one of the titles of Satan is Doctor of Heresy.
I thought it was scapegoat, right? The Bible clearly says God does all things. Your God is all powerful. It can do whatever it wants, whenever it wants, to whoever it wants, and it's always good, no matter what. But it lets Satan run around causing all this trouble with all these powers and stuff. No, sorry. It's a scapegoat. Your God does all things. It's it's a scapegoat. The dog tells me when someone drives by. Yeah, I always know when I'm getting a delivery. Satan is a title, not a name. Is that why God doesn't stop Satan? Because he has no idea what he is doing? Yeah, the whole thing is ridiculous, right? You create these other beings and you give them these powers to mess with you. Take them away. I mean, not to mention, just the thing of, if I give you something and you're just being a total jerk, I might say, hey, give me that back. Now, I'm going to give you powers, immortality, transcendental, or transcend the material world. All these things, and you're going to be a total jerk. And I'm going to say, okay, take it away. You're God. Say, hey, no more powers for you. Doesn't make any sense. Other than it's a scapegoat. Your dog's not like demons, Jackie. Chase them away. And if something's bothering you, we do have spirit away emoji down there. You give it a little spray, clears it right up. I'm unconvinced we have free will. Well, according to my new stance that I've adopted from Isaiah on free will is God does all things. So God does the good, God does the bad, and all things. So do you have free will? Doesn't seem so. Because no matter what, good things or bad things are going to happen, predetermined, already planned, and God does it. That's where I'm standing. There's the spirit away. There's the spirit away. See, we got spirit away. Get them nasty spirits right out of there. All right. Who was that? Census Fidelium? Ooh, fancy name. Bad video. You're gone. What else we got? 17 seconds? Atheism. How can you not believe in a creator? I don't know.
I can't understand atheism because I can't understand how you can't conceive that you were created by a creator. Like you're.
I can conceive of it. I don't believe it. I mean, it seems we evolved. Now, if God used evolution, okay. If God didn't use evolution, that's not okay, because the evidence is overwhelming that we were not created as is. A deistic God or something that made the universe or something, well, fine, whatever, I don't really care. One that interferes, though, or has special creations, no.
Existing. You breathe, you walk around. Like, how?
You want to know how you breathe and how you walk around? Okay, well, breathing is respiration. Lots of animals do it in many different ways. They do it in water, they do it in air. The plants respirate. Even the oceans kind of respirate. It's a system. And you want to know how you move around? Well, muscles and bones and tendons and stuff. I don't know what you want to know. Again, that's evolved. We didn't always have those things, and now we do. So it seems we wanted to get around in different ways, and we did.
It's
That's it? Oh, that's right. It was a short one. Now, see, now it's not looping. Why didn't it loop before? Go back.
I can't understand atheism because.
Okay, see, it starts right out with, I can't understand atheism. Well, see, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
I can't understand how you can't conceive that you were created.
Because it doesn't make any sense. The science goes against it. And it has nothing to do with being an atheist. Well, I guess it could. But an atheist doesn't believe in God. These questions you're asking about biology and botany and all that, you got to open a science book. I don't think you've opened a science book.
By a creator. Like you're existing.
Yeah. You're existing. Okay. I think, therefore I am. That kind of thing. All right.
Breathe. You walk around.
You breathe and walk around. Yes.
Around. Like, how?
It's
like, how? First of all, don't ask an atheist, ask a scientist. And if you ask a biologist, a physiologist, botanist, lots of ists, these answers are already out there. You know, respiration, musculature, and they all evolved. You didn't learn a dang thing in school, did you? Oh, I left a comment. Mommy and daddy love each other very much. I don't think you learn much of anything in school or about the birds and the bees. It's only 17 seconds, but it's gone from my list. My list is getting shorter. Look at that. I like it. Uh-oh. What's Steve got to say? What time is it? About that time to finish strong. Steve, are you going to finish strong? I doubt it. I really doubt it. But we'll try. stupidity says, I'm pretty sure I'm not a robot, so I wasn't created. The damn show, what's that? Hey, native atheist, we know what the damn show is. We see you there all the time. Good to see you, native atheist. Hey, Regios. Spirit away. Now I know it's Dave's fault. My vodka is disappearing. Or I drank it. Yeah, watch where you spray that. It's powerful stuff. Good night, Y. Good seeing you. About to wrap up, too. It's about that time. I go till about 12 o'clock, and it's 12 o'clock. Okay, but what was there before the Big Bang? Another Big Bang or a little bang? Maybe lots of bangs. We don't know. Mom and Dad may have created me, but I made them get married. Let's see what we can find a finish time. Well, we'll try, Steve. It's probably going to be a dud, but all right, Steve. We've covered Steve before, so we'll see what Steve's got.
How many Americans are atheists? About 4 to 6%. Only.
Do Christians have their heads in the sand? He tagged atheists, agnostics, apologists, science, and Christian. And he starts out with how many atheists are there? Okay. Strong start, Steve.
4 to 6%. And how many American scientists believe in God? A recent Pew Research Center poll puts that number.
A lot of people in this country are Christians, so a lot of the scientists are going to be Christians. But when you get to the higher levels of academia, the number drops off on believers and goes more atheistic.
We're at 51%. 51% of American scientists believe in God. You'll never, ever hear that on MSNBC.
Oh, on MSNBC? Who cares what's on MSNBC? I don't care what a scientist believes. I don't care if a scientist screams at trees. If you do good science, you do good science. A lot of scientists are kind of farm out there, man. A lot of them have other issues going on as well. Some of them are, how do I say it, very, very horny. Some of them, like Tesla, seem to be very OCD. Do these numbers all come into? Who cares? You do good science or you don't do good science. Now, you may have other issues to deal with them. But it doesn't matter. If everything else is said, if it does, well, I don't want to use little guy, but basically, if anybody that's terrible makes a discovery and cures something, I'm going to say thank you for curing that. But you're a terrible person and everything else you do. They're not related.
But it gets even more interesting. How many Gen Z scientists, Gen Z, up to 27 years old now, how many of them believe in God? About 65%, give or take, depending on which study you listen to.
Yeah, which study you listen to? No. Yeah, because we just looked up earlier, the nuns are still growing. They're not declining. So, and I've seen studies where as each generation goes along, there's less believers. Ken Ham has a book out that says that it's an exponential loss by fractional amounts of a third. So, you know, we could play the numbers game, Steve, but I'm not buying it.
So even though they've been inundated with atheism, a pretty good majority of Gen Z scientists believe in God.
Inundated with atheism? Who's inundated with atheism? See, this is another myth, you know. Where are the atheists going door to door at? You know, I mean, you know, we have some events. I was at the ARC protest. You know, we do events and that. But I don't think we were harassing anybody or bothering anybody. We certainly weren't knocking on their doors or sending mailers. Where is my mailer thing? You know, I get things in my mailbox, newspapers. But you know, this thing folds out, right? The newspaper, lots of pages. End times, get right with Jesus. The storm is coming. I'm not doing that to anybody.
There's more. In August of 2009, renowned geneticist and outspoken evangelical Christian Francis Collins became the new director of the National Institutes of Health.
Yeah, Francis Collins. Okay, let's cite Francis Collins. Francis Collins has said he wishes the stories in the Bible were true, but they're not. The science says otherwise. He's still a believer for some reason. That's his business, whatever. But he has said the stories in the Bible are not literal.
Outspoken evangelical Christian, renowned geneticist, director of the National Institutes of Health. So maybe you don't have to bury your brain.
No, not saying, but, well, burying a brain, well, okay, yeah, he's burying his brain. I mean, he has said that he knows that the Bible stories are not true because of science. But he's still, is he the one with the waterfall thing? Okay, thanks, Ember. Yeah, he saw a waterfall and said, wow, isn't that beautiful? I believe in God. But the Bible stories are not literal. So there's a big conflict there. You know, maybe he's got his own thing going about the Bible or whatever. I don't know. But I know what he has said. Because of the science, he knows things like Adam and Eve and Noah's Ark and the magic zoo boat are not literal. It did not happen. Not possible. He can prove it with his own eyes to himself these things never happened. Maybe he can't do the same thing with waterfalls. I don't know. I like waterfalls. They never moved me that much, but I like waterfalls. Inundated with atheism. Yeah, I don't know where this happens. I really don't. By not teaching the magic zoo boat in schools, yeah, and they want it to, you know, we were there protesting. That's one of the things they want. They want to be having magic zoo boat in science class because Ken Ham said so. Ember says, should we be knocking on doors? Well, you know, I wouldn't recommend it in this day and age, though. I've seen a bunch of videos that they call a fuzz on you, or they come out, you know, bang bangs and all kinds of things. So I wouldn't recommend knocking. Maybe mailers. Oh, I try the mailers. Tilting Windmills dropping a link for Objective Ethics, Christian on Morality, Friday at 8 p.m. All right. Check out Objective Ethics, Friday at 8. You should try reading studies instead of listening to them. They don't read them. And even when they cite them, and I look up the exact paper that they're citing, it doesn't say what they say it says. They just don't care. They just make things up. Hello, poor Claire. How you doing? I did mention Tesla. Tesla was like OCD or something. Lived kind of a solitary lifestyle with his birds or something like that. Had to have a certain number of napkins or, you know, those kinds of things. Not saying, people have issues. I'm just saying you can be a good scientist. Doesn't matter who you are, if you're, kind of out there, or even if you're not way out there. If you're a believer, if you're not a believer, I really don't care. Again, if somebody cures something that ails me, hey, I really don't care what you believe in. Who's the guy? Ben Carson. Brilliant neurosurgeon, right? They sought him out to separate the Siamese twins at the head and everything because he is so talented in doing that. And I can understand you go to the best in the field, and that's him. He also thinks that Joseph stored grain in the pyramids. So am I going to talk to him about Joseph and the pyramids? No. Would I let him operate on me? I'd have to think about it. I mean, gifted people, can have a gift, be very good at something. It's really, it's a hard one to call, although I don't think I'd want to engage in conversation with. Yeah, and please help out, Ember. Thanks for the link. Ember is a great part of the community. If you can help Ember out, please do that. Tesla lived alone after being treated not so well by the establishment. Toward the end of his life, his friends used to bring him food. Yeah, I know he had a sad ending. It wasn't a hero's ending, that's for sure. Oh, you thought I was talking about Elon? I've got a few things to say about Elon, but none of them are good. Yeah, Elon, yeah, make sure you check out Mike's channel. We're going to get Mike to 1,000. We are. He's getting there. And if you ever want to binge watch, make sure you check out Mike's channel. He's got almost 1,000 videos on there. There's plenty of stuff for you to watch and learn from. And Simos Funk. Again, Simos is on Thursdays and on Mondays during racing season with Formula One. And he joins us as well on Saturdays, first Saturday night at the Atheists. And I will have a new Grassman coming out on the Grassman Chronicles. I've got it about all set up. I'm just really short on time. I got so many things going on. But, folks know how it is. When the things get done here and everything, we'll have more time. But I do have that ready to go. I just have to put it together and do it. But, yeah, if you're into cryptids, and, we do like cryptids, check out the Grassman Chronicles. And while I'm doing business, make sure you hit the like button. And, I see how many views and how many likes. I'm like Santa Claus. I'm watching you. So if you stopped by and you enjoyed yourself and you had a laugh or you learned something, or if you just watched the video, hit the like button. And if you want to go a step further, share, subscribe, and you can join the channel too, because we've got memberships. And I don't think I'm going to top Steve. I think we'll call it at Steve. Everybody's saying good nights, sharing the links, feel the Bigfoot in you. Oh, absolutely. And you know what else? We'll do one more time for you. Head up. Like my Bigfoot videos. Drop him out. Over here. Drop that out. Appreciate the emojis. Native Atheist. Stop the Stupidity. Ember. native again, tilting windmill. More emojis. Gotta love emojis. We do like our emojis. Feel free to drop emojis. That's what they're there for. I want to make a Bigfoot toaster. Put that in AI. See what it does. Okay. Yeah, I think I did pretty good tonight. I got through some videos. My list is a little shorter. Let me check what the count is on my list. Oh, yeah, we busted like 20 videos out or something. List is shorter. I see some familiar faces I might drop out too. Yeah, Tony bothers me. He's not very nice. And I had some on, I wanted to do one, wait a minute, I really want to, and I can't find it because they don't save them in order. I wish they would. I'm going to take one more quick look if I don't see it. I'll get it next time. See, I saved a bunch of them, and you figure they'd be easy to find. And they're not easy to find. It's like, where did they put them? Come on, YouTube, help me out here. See, I ain't gonna be able to find them. I know it. Vanish in the haze. I can take this one out here. I did a video on this guy. Check that out. I don't know where they hit him. Anyways, all right. Well, we'll get it next time. I was really hoping to cover one of them. They had even Donnie Deals was getting in on the act. Where did they save him at? That's one thing, how they save things is very confusing. I don't understand. There doesn't seem to be an order to it. Now, y'all can see all my videos, right? These are the ones we have yet to go through. So stay tuned. I got plenty of videos to look at. But I can never find the one I want. But it was fun tonight. I needed a good laugh. I'd say I tripped and fell and everything. It just wasn't a good day. Okay, well, I looked all the way through. I still can't find it. Yeah, that's the way it goes. All right. That's the way it goes. Oh, well. We're going to drop that out. We're going to put the fellows back up on there. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. So many good folks and lots of chatting, lots of emojis, lots of people hooking up. Got a couple different things going on. Lots of familiar names, some new names. Always appreciate all the new names stopping by. And thanks again. I picked up some more subscribers. I picked up some more members. I think I've got more members than I've had yet. So thank you very much for all the members. Thank you for the gift memberships. Really helps out a lot. Thanks for, I was kidding about the likes and that. No, it's not really. But thanks for the likes on the videos. Thanks, Ember and Mark, for stopping through. I know you were both having shows earlier. Yeah, and good meeting you, Urban. And okay, I'm back to the ones that were there before. All right, with that, we're going to call it. for Patrick Peace, I still have no idea what you're talking about. There's no demonic imagery on my channel. I have nothing but friendly things and little emojis and little funny ditties I play. So I don't know where you get that from. So quit spreading that rumor. And for everybody else, I hope the weather changes for you. I hope you have a good one. I hope I have some decent weather because I got stuff to do and it's really bugging me. And check us out Thursday at Simos, if he's on, usually. And Saturday night at the Atheist, every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Under the moon where shadows play, a channel lights the calm relay. Stories unfold in the softest sound. In the night watch, we're tightly bound. A cozy vibe whispers through the stream, like drifting slow inside a dream. Conversations linger late and free. The night watch is the place to be. Hang out here beneath the glow, where time moves gently, hearts all flow. Secrets shared in a soothing tone. The night watch feels like home. A laugh, a thought, a quiet tale. The night breathes slow, we set our sail. Through every chat and every laugh we weave a stream, a timeless path. Stay while the stars are bright, each word a spark that paints the night. Connection deep, it soars and sings. In this space, the heart takes wings. Hang out here beneath the glow, where time moves gently, hearts all flow. Secrets shared in a soothing tone. The night watch feels like home. Hang out here beneath the glow, where time moves gently, hearts all flow. Secrets shared in a soothing tone. The night watch feels like home.